Bitch, I feel like Luffy. OG to the game, but they treat me like a newbie. Mookie ordered that my gula, and he walk around with a ghoulie. Yeah, my bitch, she bad like Boa. She turn your girl to a groupie. Blue punch, yeah, I had to restart. All smiles in the moon like re-rock. Man, I might kick game and some Reebok. And I'm sick of you hoes got G-Talk. Man, cut these hoes off like Mihawk. Man, my little homie cat like Usopp. And I'm two-turn, think I need a woosah. We pull up in this bitch like who y'all? Don't worry about me, nigga, who you? Is he forward game? Tell me who's who. Can't fuck with the kid, call me Eustace. Can't fuck with the kid if you use it.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? How are you guys doing out there in the chat? I already see that you guys are here commenting and early, and apparently this is going to be a fire chapter. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. Appreciate you guys as always. Every Monday pulling up, joining your boy to talk some One Piece, and you guys already know what we are here to do today. Before we get into that, guys, it's the Stride Podcast. You guys already know every Monday evening, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, we are here live on Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. And we have a chapter today. So we're going to be discussing One Piece chapter 1187. We're going to be reviewing it live, reacting to it, and discussing it afterwards. Like always, how are you guys doing? Hola to Antonio over on Instagram. Good to see you, man. What's going on, everybody in the building here on YouTube? Botany Boy Sai is in the building. He says, yo, what's going on, Botany Boy? Long gang, noses up. I'm just going to assume you meant Usopp, but like long nose gang is what I would have preferred if that's for Usopp. But long gang alone is like, yo, I don't know. Let me ponder on that. I don't know if that's what you mean or not. But if it is, then cool. Dean's live in the building says, yo, what's going on, Dean? Always good to see you here, my friend. Your boys is in the building. He says, yo, I finally made it. What's going on, man? We missed you. It's good to have you here, of course. Zah in the building says we got you. Hey, okay, so Zah's hype about the chapter too. It must really be a fire chapter. I'm very, very, very ready. Long gang is crazy. Yeah, long gang is crazy. Very crazy. It's very crazy. 3D in the building. What's up? Your ho. What's up, man? Good to see you, of course. Brothership says, can't wait to talk about this. I can't either. I can't wait. I legit, I seriously, throughout the week, I do not, I don't know if I've already said this, but seriously, on YouTube, none of my algorithm is One Piece. So I don't see anything. I do on the Instagram page for the podcast, of course, follow a lot of anime creators, but I'm not on Instagram typically throughout the week at all. So I really don't know anything about these chapters when they drop because I be so busy just doing everything else. So, hey, he said it should be a good one. Okay, for sure. I was going to come in hot with some Nami slander, but I'm going to let her live. Nami slander? Is there something we can slander Nami with in this chapter? Is there something we can slander Nami with at all in the entirety of One Piece? I'd have to hear it. Maybe her outfits show too much skin. Is that the slander? And if it is, if that's the slander, fine. Respectfully, it's not good at all slander, but I need to see it. If there is slander in this chapter, that'd be the first time that I would ever see and accept any type of Nami slander. But Nami can't be slandered. She's unslanderable. So we'll see. Bro, this is fire. Hello, what's up? Yo. He says, what is this song? That is Nika's. It's called Wano. Let's cover the SBS if we can. Okay, that's right. I forgot the SBS to drop. Okay, yeah. Let me see if I could pull it up. then we can definitely check it out. He said I need it. Look, I'll make sure that we like drop a link. So it's here on YouTube too. You can listen to it. I'm assuming it's probably on Apple Music, Spotify, all that stuff. But yeah, I got you. It's called Wano. JC in the building. What's going on, JC? Good to see you. Good to see you. He says none of it. That's a feat. I'll point it out. Okay, I need to see this slander, man, for Nami. If it exists, I need to know. Two Wheels, One Love on Instagram says, I saw One Piece, so hey, you here you are, man. Here you are. They say Zoro is better than who? Not Nami. Surely you're not talking about Nami, because that would be an untrue statement, and we're not allowed to lie over here. Zoro is a great character, but just not better than Nami. Zoro is the GOAT of swordsmanship, yes. Of characters in One Piece, no. But he's a great character, though. He's a great character. Man, I forgot that we had the SBS out. Let me see. I would have had that pulled up. I totally forgot that an SBS dropped. I haven't looked at it. Hold on. Is it one? Hold on. SBS. Is it 116? No, it's 115. Okay. Let me see if I can get it so we can check it out. Oh man. Yeah, see, that's how you know I'm just legit behind on so much stuff. Because I haven't even looked at the SBS yet. I think I can do it here on Reddit. Sorry guys. I would have totally had this ready if I remembered. Give me like 1 second. There's some pretty good info dumps. Oh, word? 3D says, nah, she was a little seedy-ish in this one. Oh, like scared? Is that what you're trying to say? I'd have to see it. Okay. Oh, wait, I think we have it in the Discord. I think someone dropped the SBS in the Discord, or can I get it here? Okay, cool. I got it here. Bet. Okay, so we're gonna look at the SBS first. Oh yeah, man, look. Why y'all ain't tell me I've been looking rough these last couple weeks, man? I had to get a cut. It's not like fresh, but y'all gotta let me know. Like, Reed, bro, you're looking rough, man. You gotta let me know. I knew I was looking rough, but I ain't do nothing about it. So, you know, but we good now. We good. Celestial Dragon type. Well, that would just confirm what I think. If that's what you're saying, then I'm actually not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all, if that's the case. Depending on how it goes. All right, let's pull this up, man. Let's pull this up so we can look at the SBS. I have it right here. Okay. SBS 115. Can I zoom in? There we go. It says, hello, Oda. I love the children of Elbaf. They're so cute. What are their ages? Is their school an elementary school? He says, yes, you can think of the Walrus School as an elementary school. Children around 18 to 36 years old in giant years attended. For now, I'll introduce the ones who got captured. The number in parentheses represent their equivalent age in human years. Okay, cool. Okay, also Colin is like only 6 in human years. I think we actually kind of knew that already, but we haven't talked about it in so long. Okay. Ilva is 7, Scaldi. Which one was Ranja? Ranja was the one that gave herself up, right? I'm pretty sure that was Ranja. She did that at 9 years old. Wow. Yeah, no, shout out to Ranja, man. He said Zai's loading the pistols as you. Hey, man, look, you can be mad. Hey, it is what it is, you know? It is what it is. Man, Ranja was 9. My son is 8 years old. So I'm just thinking like a 9-year-old just literally giving themselves up in the way that Ranja did, like allowing herself to die potentially so that the school, the library could be saved. Man, that's something. Okay. First SBS question. Whose panties is Shanks peeking at in his okay? Here we go. You know, the weirdos love to come out, man, when there's an SBS. Whose panties is Shanks peeking at in his wanted poster? He's not looking at any. Go get beaten up by Shanks fans. Typical. Okay. Odachi, you can rest easy now. I sprayed some Sonata repellent spray. Sonata won't be showing up anymore. Whoa, they actually sell something like that? Thanks. That really helps. Oh god. Per piece upscale. Facts. W Daddy. Hey man, this is already something. Okay. Quiz time. What is Nami's special technique? Oh god. 1, boob press. 2, boob slap. 3, boob beam. Okay. All right. It's a tough choice, but I'd definitely be happiest with the boob press. Wait, that's not it. Sonata. Oh my god. Yo. Now that might have been for me, Deans. That might have been. I might have submitted that question. It's possible. I might have submitted that question. I am not going to confirm or deny that though. I'm not going to confirm or deny that. I already knew it should have been boob press, but hey, it is what it is. Where is the bus gang press when you need it? Facts. This is his moment. This is literally his time. Gav, where are you? Well, this is literally the one time that you should be using like all the crazy stuff you say, and you're not even here, man. It's wild. What about Happiness Punch? Oh no, Happiness Punch is a Conqueror's hockey move. Oda has confirmed that. But I guess boot press is coming next. That's a crazy sentence. Wow, that's a crazy sentence. I'm moving on. That's wow. I am moving on. That spray isn't working at all. Quick, spray more of it. Look, he multiplied. Oh god. Okay. Oh, Shamrock. Word. Oh, Nika would love this. Nami's bit he's got in orbit. It's just getting out of hand. Yo, the lore behind Nami is so deep, and Oda puts a lot of lore for Nami inside of these SBSs. And I think a lot of people haven't picked up on it because, like, there's a lot of things in these SBSs that are actually like really important for Nami. But either way. Oh crap. Sorry. There we go. Regarding Shamrock's birthday, since he's trying to make Elbaf suffer a terrible fate, he seems like he'd like cucumbers. How about March 9th? Yeah, we already know his birthday because we know Shanks' birthday. He's Shanks' twin. So March 9th is already set in stone, right? I don't know. I don't know where the cucumbers come from. Hey, Strawberry in the building. What's going on, Strawberry? Maybe I'm gonna ask Nika. I wonder Nika would know if this guy likes strawberries. Not strawberries, cucumbers. I said strawberries. Good Lord. Thanks to you, Strawberry. Now I'm thinking Shamrock likes strawberries. Okay. Is Polo Graham, who appeared in 1165, Marco's father? When you connect their names, I discovered a Marco Polo wordplay. Do we really need a question like this? Like, did we really waste an SBS question on something that we all know? Like, you don't actually need to ask this. I don't even need to read Oda's response. I'm not even going to read it. I'm just going to look at the picture. Clearly, they look exactly the same. Their names play on the pun Marco Polo. If you didn't pick up on that in 1165, I really just don't know what to tell you. Honestly, what is there to tell you? And potentially having the same fruit. Like, Oda has to. Okay. Either way. Yes, there's no hiding it anymore, is there? That's correct. That means Marco's full name is actually Polo Marco. At the time of the God Valley incident, Marco was already born, but he wasn't a pirate yet. Following the death of Graham, who became Whitebeard's partner from that point onward, Whitebeard took his son, Marco, onto the ship, and Marco eventually grew to become his most trusted right-hand man. Thank you. Dean says Marco reincarnated. There was a theory like that he was reincarnated. Oh, no. You're right. Because of the Phoenix. Okay. No. I remember y'all talking about that. I remember it was a couple of chapters ago. Y'all did say that. Okay. That's fair. Okay. It was an assumption he was the father, but okay. Yeah, literally. Yeah, like okay. I remember you guys were talking about that. Let's see. If there is a country where the Long Arm tribe lives, like Tanagana Kingdom, is there also a kingdom where the Long Leg tribe lives? Also, I heard there used to be a kingdom on Riskina. I'd love to know his name. Yes, the Long Leg tribe's country is the Ashina Ginone Kingdom. Your legs are long, aren't they? The former kingdom on Riskina was the Atakaina Kingdom. Okay. I always look forward to reading your work. I have a question regarding Gloriosa. Is she modeled after Brigitte Bardot? Okay. Whoa, you noticed. That's exactly right. If you look her up online, you'll see it instantly and totally get it. In the first place, Elder Neon's features were referenced based on the concept of what happens when a beautiful woman grows old. So she is modeled after the youth and years later of that beautiful French actress. Okay. Got it. Oh, Long Gang. You did need to add just a little bit of context though, because hey, man, I don't know. It was a little crazy at first. Not gonna lie, I don't know how that person yeah, that is a left field guess for sure. But yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, let's see what we got. Odachi SO. Hey, SO from freaking Skypea. Please give us some detailed information. Oh, it rocks. His age. Okay. Ooh, this is going to be interesting right here. This is going to be really interesting. Ooh. His age, favorite foods, and least favorite foods. His height is 435 centimeters, 14 foot, 3 inches. That's pretty big. His age during the God Valley incident was 43. If he were alive today, he'd be 81. He's 7 years older than Whitebeard. His favorite foods are yaminabe, dark mystery hot pot, whole roasted lamb, and strong Bacardi rum. His least favorite food are cheese and milk. Very, very interesting. So he'd be 81. I wonder what that does to the theory that we were bouncing around a couple of episodes ago, as far as if he could be related. Like, if he could be related, were we speculating like if he could be related to Brooke? Is that what we were doing? I think that's what we were doing. And if I'm not mistaken, with Brooke's age, the youngest that we had said was 81, right? Like the youngest possible age that Brooke's youngest brother should have been 81 right now. Davy Clan there. Okay, yeah. For sure. Me and Zebek, no Dairy Gang facts. Normal OP. Yes, that's true. Let's see. Zah said he's certified black now that he's lactose. Facts, bro. Brooke loves milk. See, but Brooke has no stomach though. That's the difference. Because Brooke, if he still had a stomach, then he would be feeling the pain of being lactose. So if I don't have a stomach, I would drink way more milk. But the problem is, as soon as I drink milk, I feel the pain right after. So interesting. Yeah, we're gonna have to spin back on that theory today. Okay. Oda Sensei, I have a question. What is that? Oh, we're going back to Pell. Okay. What exactly are the only 5 types of flying abilities confirmed in the world that Pell mentioned? There are so many abilities that allow for flight. Yes. Now I'm totally confused. Oh, you caught Oda in a mistake. Cutting right to the core, are we? A lot has been said about this over the years, but looking at it from my perspective, how on earth is anyone in that world supposed to know every piece of information across the entire globe? Like, who is out there researching exactly how many people in the Tontada tribe can fly? So the official in-universe answer is that was simply the extent of what Pell had heard. You know, that's interesting because that actually, you could use that same argument for a lot of other situations where you could debunk credible information we've been given from like credible people in the steer, because we go off a lot of statements. That's the big thing. We use statements in One Piece. So now that Oda has introduced this, and ironically, you guys are saying he literally put all the blame on Pell instead of the fact that, yeah, you probably intended One Piece to go that way, but you made a mistake. And now Pell is just an idiot. like Pell is the most durable character in One Piece, but he's also an idiot. All right, fair enough, I guess. King Brook needs it to heal, though. That's true. He does. But he is only bones now, so that's what works for him. I'm glad Oda just give up on this. LOL, good for yeah. R.I.P. Pell. Facts, man. Facts. He died a second time. This was his actual death. Now his character just looks so much worse because Oda just literally threw him under the bus. That's crazy. There's more. However, this line actually held a different meaning for me personally. It was a line to keep myself in check, reminding me you can think up as many flight abilities as you want, but don't overuse them. Okay. Culturally and scientifically speaking, technologies have appeared where you think, why don't you guys just build an airplane? But it's a worldview that stops just short of developing in that direction. Why? Because this is a pirate manga. That's actually fair. That's actually fair. Because he did put it out there. If he did go the route that he was initially saying, then that's 100% fair. Like, even like we were talking about on trivia night, how a lot of people, what were we saying about the devil fruits? Like, a lot of people, we were talking about how Brooke wouldn't have known about devil fruits. That wasn't trivia night. That was last Monday. But it makes sense that he wouldn't have known about his devil fruit or devil fruits in general, because like a lot of people don't even understand devil fruits or know about them in general across the entire blues. Like, if you're outside of the Grand Line or the New World, you're probably not going to know much about devil fruits, just because why would you? So yeah. He says Sky Pirates are a thing though, but he got it. That's fair. But is that a flying ability though? Like, that's not really a flying ability. Like, you're an angel, kind of. So it's like, and you're using like waivers and stuff up there in dials. So that's a little bit different. To stay true to the theme of the sea and sailing ships, I couldn't let it become a world where everyone's just buzzing around in the air. That was the sentiment behind writing that line. Moving forward, I will maintain the stance that flying is a rare and exceptional thing. Okay. We will see about that. The voice actor for Joy Boy is Yurara Takano, isn't it? Miss Takano, there you go, is the very first person in the world to ever whistle. Yes. Come on, keep up. We all know this, man. That's absolutely right. Usually when it comes to final characters, audition audio files are sent to me so I can make the final choice. However, for Joy Boy, I actually made a direct request myself from Miss Yurara Takano. Miss Yurara Takano is the one who voiced Luffy in the special OVA produced for events before the current Toei Animation One Piece anime even began broadcasting. Good God, can I freaking read? Now I wonder why I said she would be perfect for the role. Well, since this volume features a special SBS with the new voice actor for Frankie, Subaru Kumura, my section of the SBS ends here. Okay. Oh. Okay. That's it. Yes, this is the SBS. Okay. All right. Well, there you go. I like it. That Rocks one was mad. What's going on, Cosmic? Yeah, this was the SBS 115. And now we're about to get into the chapter. Now that we've done that. Let me pull it up. Where is it at? It's right here. There we go. Okay. Guys, we are here and I'm excited because people have said a lot about this chapter. So this is chapter 1187. The root of the problem. And we have Reiju on the cover, and she is scolding naughty swans and protecting the ugly duckling. This is great. This is actually great. This is obviously Sanji right here. Them thigh tats. Yeah. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep everything I'm thinking in my head. But yes, I understand. And you, hey, yes, sir. I love this. This is good. This is really good. I'm really interested though. When are we gonna get? I'm not even reading that botany. That's hilarious though. I really wonder when we're gonna get our next cover story, because we've been like cover storyless since Yamato. So is it Yamato? It's Yamato, right? Yeah. So it's like, where are we going next? I don't know. Let's get into it though, man. Root of the problem. Oh yeah, this is right after Luffy had punched Imu. That's right. So blood splatter. Ooh. Yeah. That's ooh. Okay. Lightning, obviously. Black lightning going crazy. And not even knocked out though. Not even knocked out. Interesting. So Emu's throwing the Omen. And is that the blast from the Omen? Nah. Who's blast? That must be the blast. Oh no. That's the blast from Emu flying through the trees. Okay. And okay. That was a pretty good shot, I'll admit. But it only happened because of all the damage I put on him first. Hey, you're really hurt. Step back and rest a bit. Rest? Who do you think you're talking to? Whoa. Little punk? Huh? What up, Slick? What's going on, Slick? Okay, this is interesting. It's hot. I mean, it stings. What is this black fire? Oh. Whoa. He looks way scary up close. Okay. We're supposed to go to his chest where the sword was stuck. Yeah. These flames keep spreading. Okay, so they have a mind of their own. Blade of Hatred Stigma. Ooh. Ooh. Oh no, that's OP. That's OP. That's clearly OP. So you don't even have to aim. You just mark where you want them to be hit, and it just does the attack. That actually might be the scariest attack Emu has done. Wow. That might be the scariest attack. Luffy is clocking that future sight. Love to see it. Wait, did I miss it? Oh, he dodged it. Okay. He dodged it. Was that? I guess that could have been future sight, or did he just? Was that just a speed feat? Because I mean, it looks like he's looking at it. But I think, was that? I don't know. Y'all think that's future sight? Because like, look, I think Loki got hit because he was distracted. You know, he's looking at the flames on his chest. It looks like Luffy just looked straight at it and jumped. Loki should stay away from all blades. Stabbed 5 times in one day, twice in the same spot. Dude, so true. So freaking true, man. Bonnie Boy Sai says both. Yeah, I guess there's some observation in there. I do wonder if that's future sight. I guess it's possible. Okay. So man, that's freaking terrifying, man. And is that hockey flowing around it too? Oh, that's scary. That's freaking terrifying, dude. Oh my god. Okay. What's going on with this thing? It won't even budge. Nothing works on it. Is that not ice? What if it's actually diamond or something? Diamond? Yes. 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 Now, granted, Nami, it's not the right time for that, but I love it. No, no. That's not slander. No. Your boy says the only person that would survive that many stabs is also Zoro. Fair. Zoro could definitely. Now, could he survive that last stab from Emu? That one I do wonder, because that was a massive sword. That same size sword on Zoro, I'm not gonna lie, I think that cuts him in half. And being that Zoro is human, I just don't know if he survives that. Nami's no. What did that lightning do? Oh, okay. I missed it. So that's her attack. I didn't even peep the lightning up top. I guess that would have to be her attack. And that would be her? Is that her climb attack right there? Or is that... I can't even tell. Or no, she's over here. Yeah, I guess that would be her. Interesting. But you can't, like, the lightning didn't do anything, but it's not supposed to, though. The way that Oda should write this is that Ragnar should be the only one that can pull this ice or change the state of this. That's what should happen. But if it's anything but ice, then the woman inside is definitely oops, dummy. But if I touch it, it feels cold. Or at least I imagine it would. You can't tell? Wait, he's got a point. If I touch it, yeah, no, I can't tell either. Enough of the non-humans. Yes, it's cold. Look out behind you. Okay, there you go. So Loki's here. See, thank you, Oda. This right here is what actually needed to happen. I was concerned that he was going to allow this ice to be broken in a different way. But I'm glad that Ragnar is going to have to be here to take care of that. Good. Slander 2. She's scared to touch the ice? Let me reread this. But if I touch it, it feels cold. Or at least I imagine it would. You can't tell? Wait, he's got a point. If I touch it, yeah, no, I can't tell either. Enough of the oh, that's what you were saying? 3D, Nami and chill with the non-human-ish. Yo, that's valid because that Nami's never said that. That's very, very, very off for Nami. Non-humans. Interesting. Especially that Brook, being that Brook is like both of Frankie and Brook are human. Now, Frankie less so because he's a cyborg, but Brook is still human. Now, Bonnie says, I'm reaching, but I'm not gonna hold you. You're gonna have to give me something concrete for me to actually sit here and slander Nami. Like the ice thing, I don't know. I think she was just being more cautious because she doesn't want them to get hurt. That's kind of my thing. That's what I'm understanding. But we'll see. Maybe there's some tangible slander that I can see after this. Okay. So Loki gets thrown back into the block of ice. What? Look out. His hammer's coming down. Okay. And it slams right on the ice. Okay. And Loki slides down the hill. Did he just go down? He got stabbed through the chest. Okay, we have Ragnar. Oh, look at. Okay, good. Good, Oda. Good. Do I like how that happened? Not really. But I'm glad that was the only way that the ice was going to melt. I do wish we got there some other way. It just seems kind of I don't know, rushed in a way, but it's okay. I'm okay with it. The ice has suddenly begun to melt. Princess Shuri, man, look, if you don't get our 11th crew member out that ice, man, we are about to have our first conversation with our 11th Straw Hat. Are you guys excited for this? Our 11th Straw Hat is about to have a conversation with the crew, and Nami will have her conversation with Gunko, and it's going to be great. I'm actually loving this. Okay. So he has the fire on him too. And we have another attack lining up. And okay, the flame isn't hot, I'm assuming, because he's just touching it. Another. Oh, he threw his coat off. Okay. Okay, so the flame was on his coat. And he threw the coat off. Okay. Okay. Bro, that attack is so freaking OP. Oh my God. And I'd imagine, by the way, that's probably not. That's like legit probably not one of the strongest attacks. That's probably clearly a low tier attack from Imu. This is so crazy. You have basically an instant kill. Like, you can't miss. Man, look at the lightning through that. Goodness. That's crazy. He will never slander Nami. If there's Nami slander that makes sense, I'll deal with it. But I've yet to hear valid Nami slander. King Brook is human, dead, but still, yeah, exactly. No, you're right. No, I 100% agree with 3D because that was a little bit uncharacteristic of Nami. Like, I know she has our banter back and forth with Brook as far as the panties thing, but she's never had that type of interaction with Frankie, and that does make me feel a little bit unsettled. I agree. Real question is, will Sanji feel the cold or not because he's a cyborg / science experiment? Good question. Well, my question is, was it even cold? Because Nami and Usopp did not touch it. I don't even know that Jinbei touched it. I mean, it makes sense that Brook shouldn't feel temperature because he doesn't have skin. So, like, that logically makes sense. And I guess it makes sense that Frankie wouldn't either because he doesn't have skin. Now that I'm sitting here thinking about it. But, I mean, I guess it's ice, so I guess it should be cold. I don't know. What point? Wait, what was the point? Am I missing a point of, like, the whole thing? I don't know. I feel like I'm missing a point of why they were, like, why that whole interaction happened. Because I'm starting to really, really, really think that 3D is onto something, because this is just such an uncharacteristic panel for Nami. You know, he says it's a gag. Okay. Fair. Okay. Let's see. Future sight. There's the future. Oh, with him dodging out the way. Okay. I mean, look, I know he has it. I just didn't know in that other moment if that was it. But this definitely seems like future sight. That I can agree with that. Big Moves music is still playing. Facts. Facts. Nah, get off Nami. It's like Luffy and Chopper talking about swimming. Shut up. You can't even swim. Hey, man, look. Facts. Facts. You know, Nami is unslanderable, man. I'm be honest. She's just unslanderable. I bet it's 3-6 Mafia. Facts. At least Jimmy wasn't in the frame. Yeah. It was the joke. Nami is making fun of them for both being dead. Technically, you're not human. No, that's fair. That's just uncharacteristic of her. You know, like Nami doesn't normally talk to them like that. Because she's never referred to Brook as like not human. And definitely never Frankie. As far as I understand. So that's interesting. That's it. It's just interesting. Yeah, no, I got you. I just think that I think there's a little more to it. Tapping into her bigotry. I don't know. That's something we definitely are gonna talk about. I get it. Yeah. Facts. I got you. Okay, Wami. Oh, all day long. Okay. So Western Village Sea Cloud Port. Team Zoro. What are you doing here? You're one of the 3 demons. Straw Hat Crew. You were in the village earlier. What do you want? You're gonna get hurt. You're the ones who ruined a feast between good old friends. So, forget about it. It's just 10 or 20 kids. That's all. My companion will be retrieving the brats in no time. And will be out of your hair. No fuss. Fancy that. My companion just went toward the village. So my guess is that yours ain't coming back. Okay, Zoro. This is like oh, okay. Now I'm getting the panel. It took me a second to get this panel. So Zoro is standing on not the mast. Wow, what is that part of the freaking ship? Not the bow. Wow. You guys know what I'm trying to say. I just am blanking. The helm, right? Pretty sure that's the helm. He's standing up there looking down at Summers. Very, very interesting. Not only because this is such a freaking cool panel, but just the symbolism of you being looked down on by a guy who calls him the king of hell, and you're a holy knight who always sits above everybody else, but now you're being looked down upon. So insanely interesting as far as how this is drawn. But yeah, this is crazier than Luffy hyping up Sanji. Facts. I'm about to say that. If Zoro is hyping you up, big W. Big W. He would never say this to Sanji, but that's a big W. Brothership says like the stream. Yes, if you're in here, just take 5 seconds. 5 seconds to just hit the like button. I always forget to ask. If you haven't already, it helps the stream out a lot if you hit the like button. If you're enjoying the content, I would appreciate it. So hit the like button and let's keep it pushing. That good old Oikot prejudice. I mean, I'm gonna leave it alone. That's funny though. That's funny. Well, they do have a devil and his demons on the island, so they could be a little anxious. True. Aura maxed out. He saw that magenta Barney theme fit and started roasting. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, Summer's fit is so poop, bro. It's so poop. It is so poop. The colors could have been so much better. Man, Bro, no way. We got Saint Summers Barney, bro. So poop, man. Zoro knows one wing doesn't get too far. It's true. And hopefully we'll finally get to the point where we all can just understandably agree in the community that they are equals, because Oda has already came out and said it. You know? Don't forget to like, stream, comment. Yes, all the things. All the things that Strawberry is saying. Okay. So, and he's literally looking down. Is this like a similar pose to how we just had Imu? Like somewhat similar? Somewhat similar. I know it's not a 1-for-1 at all, but it's just ironic. Zoro's doing this crouching pose just like we got from Imu on the face reveal in was that 1179, and here we are. It's very, very, I love that panel chat. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, mind if I ask why? Because he'll be dead. Oh my god. Do you have any idea how on top of our game we are? Okay. Ooh. Who would have thought that we were all off and that Killingham would fight Zoro? I guess that's logical because you could use his like sharp freaking you could use his sharp thorns like as a blade essentially. So who would have thought, bro? We were all off this whole time. We thought that it would be one thing, and Oda switched it up on us, man. It's crazy. Okay, so he clashes with the thorns. Over the Western Village, the rain was pouring down at the school. As though the sky itself had cracked in half. Okay, I see the rain. That's a massive cloud to be covering that entire part, bro. Good Lord, that's a huge cloud. Okay, let's cover the facts. Problem 1. A monster bigger than the giants is taking the children away. Oh, this is Sanji talking. Oh, he done lit his spliff. Sanji done lit his spliff, bro. When Sanji lights that spliffy, he's about to get busy. Sanji done lit the spliff. He even has a sound effect. Shwiek. Oh, man. It's about to get real. Sanji done lit the spliffy, bro. Response. Unfortunately, I won't be saving the kids. Okay. Problem 2. They're wailing mothers in the rain. Yo, thank you. Your boy's facts, just like he did in Whole Cake, bro. This is the better version of it though, right? Because when he tried to light that spliffy in the rain, he couldn't get that goddamn light to start, bro. My boy is out there crying, head down. He just wanted to smoke. But the rain said, nah, not today, gang. He said, F all that. I got a brand new lighter. I got a brand new technique. I'm going to hold my hand kind of like this. And I'm going to hit the... I'm going to switch up how I light my spliffy. Shout out to he's spliffy today. He's not even Sanji. Shout out to Spliff G, bro. Spliff G. He's not even Sanji this chapter. He's Spliff G. So, problem 2, their wailing mothers are an unbearable sight. Response. Unfortunately, the monster is a woman and I can't kick her. Good God. Don't take away the aura I just gave you. Spliff G. Spliff G. Please don't. Please don't, Spliff G. Added note. The giant warriors refuse to give up on taking back their children. Okay. Look at the chaos that's going on right here, man. Good Lord. Ripley! Don't take him away from me. Oh, I freaking love Ripley, bro. God, I freaking love Ripley, man. Oh my God, I freaking love Ripley. Look at the goddamn emotion, man. Colin! Mommy, I'm sorry I got caught again. Problem 3. I don't want to see a woman's tears, but I won't take part in that fight. Spliff G, bro. Spliff G. Spliff. My guy, Spliff G. Do not let me down, Spliff G. Do not let me down. You gotta drop the chivalry. You gotta drop the chivalry. Even if it's temporary, right? Because how do you even know that this is a woman? You spent so much time with all of the Okamas. How do you know? You don't know. And this thing doesn't even have anatomy to begin with. So it's like, brother, drop the shivs. Drop the shivs, bro. Let me read some of these comments before I go on the next one. One spliff a day, keep the evil away. Facts. If Sanji lights a spliffy, he's about to get busy. Yo, is it wrong though? Because he didn't get busy in Whole Cake because he was crying. But he also didn't get busy in Whole Cake because the spliffy did not get litty. If it did, he probably would have went in there and handled business. And Whole Cake is about 50 chapters shorter. But he got nerfed by the rain in Whole Cake. I would have nerfed him on purpose because a pissed off Sanji that got his heart broke and got his lighter lit, his cigarette lit. Yeah, that he would have did his thing. When he needed it most, I couldn't light it. That's when he knew he made a mistake. Facts. Spliff G. He Spliff G tonight. Sanji can't even hit a translucent elemental sleep demon because it looks like a woman. Yo, that's what I'm saying. Like, brother, we gotta put the shivs down, bro. Put the shiv down, bro. No more chivalry. Sanji is gonna get drowned by a titty. Yo. Yeah, like, you know what? But maybe he would die a happy man, honestly. So, hey, what's going on, Alex? He says Sanji's going through his change from Whole Cake, but now it's been officially announced. Soon he'll be able to hit women and justify it. Hey, I hope so. I hope so, man. Because, like, yo, it's time. You're about to let everyone die behind your principles. You got to pick one, man. Definitely one of my chef. Definitely one my chef lights it up. Yeah, facts. He can feel it. He better. That's a Zeph downscale if he hits a woman. Okay. Your boy says keep going. Facts. Brick Click. What's going on, Brick Click? Good to see you. Keep going. Got you. Okay. I won't take part in this fight because you're the root of the problem. The Giants might lose sight of you. Okay. I mean, I guess I'll take this. I still wanted you to hit like the rain god, but it's okay, I guess. But you can't escape from me. You're tougher than you look. I'm putting a stop to all of this. You fool. There is an entire world of difference between toughness and immortality. Okay? And that is why you cannot beat me. Even if getting rid of me means that my powers will vanish, I suppose. Okay. So go on and try it. Can you eliminate the god of rain? Onward, my blustery deity. Take those brats away. Oh, very scary. Well, I know what you people are weak against. What an amusing thing to say. So are you claiming you can use the color of the Supreme King? Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Go on and kill me if you can. Sheila in the building. What is the word, my friend? Go on and kill me if you can. Color of the Supreme King. How do you expect to support your captain, an emperor of the sea? Sorry. Oh, we're getting flashback. Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay. Hey, Gramps, what about me? Can I use Supreme King Agi? You should have the potential for it. Oh, wait, is this the rest of the conversation? Because they cut it off. You should have the potential for it. Really? However, in your case, for some reason, you possess a streak, a masochistic instability. You must be a king too. What does he mean by that? What? Okay. What does that even mean? Masochistic instability. Okay. If you truly want to make Luffy the king of the pirates, there you are, Joy Boy. Ooh. Emperor of the Sea, Monkey D. Luffy versus King of the World, Saint Nerona Emu. Ooh. Look at that title box, man. Oda's getting his freaking bag, man. Oh my God. With the different texts too. Oda is getting in his freaking bag. Now, what's up with this foot? Is that foot like, why is it drawn like that? That's not hockey, surely. And what is this black box? Am I bugging? Like, that just seems off. That must be an issue. That must be some issue in the drawing of the panel. Because that, I don't even know. But his foot is shaded around it, though. Black leg Luffy? Oh, it is his armament? Left leg is hardened for black. Oh, black. Okay. Sanji being the left. I like it. Okay. 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 I can dig it. See, this is what, hey, you guys know, man. I don't be knowing what I need to know, apparently. Quit calling me all these different names. I'm Luffy, the man who will be king of the pirates. Ooh. Man. Yo. This is a chapter right here, bro. This was a chapter. This was a freaking chapter, man. Ooh. Okay, let me read some of your comments. Gang, you're good to come up as well. Okay, let me scroll back to see what everyone is saying. Sanji would have never broke the Mother Carmel. Yeah, because he would be feeling like he was hurting a woman. That's, oh my God. The crazy part, man. That's the crazy part. Not this arc though. Sanji not hitting the woman yet. I want to see whenever it happens. I love Sanji. I just stated what was shown. True. I am well. Found a new home with a cool loft for a Lego room. Hey man, keep it up, bro. Keep it up. Keep it up. Everything that you've been doing with the Legos has been super freaking cool, man. Sanji knows a woman couldn't be the cause of evil. Okay. How you got 4 legs and you getting pushed back by a kick? Fraud pack animal. True that. That's true. But then again, he kicked him right after though. Or I guess he stabbed him. Can't even tell if that was a kick. Maybe that was a kick. I don't know. What's up, Strawberry? Let's see. Sanji's Conqueror confirmed. It's only a matter of time now. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't even give you a hard time. I wouldn't even push back on that, honestly. What does Sanji mean? People racist Sanji. Hey man, when you're a celestial dragon, we don't respect your kind around here, man. Yeah, the celestial bumps, facts. Yeah, thank W Sheila, facts. Let's see. Sanji enjoys stopping / hurting himself. Okay. Self-loathing. Interesting. Okay. Sounds like Germa upscaling to me. Okay, so you're saying how his emotions hold him back? Is that kind of where we're going? And since his siblings aren't like that, they're able to actually like tap into all of the power that they actually have. I guess that makes sense if that's where y'all are going. Sheila says, in psychoanalytic theory, masochist instability refers to a cycle where individuals unconsciously sabotage their own success or provoke mistreatment to alleviate internal anxiety or guilt. It often stems from an environment where achieving joy is punished. Let me read that again. Masochistic instability refers to a cycle where individuals unconsciously sabotage their own success or provoke mistreatment to alleviate internal. Okay. Interesting. I mean, that would track with his backstory for sure and his siblings. I don't know. I guess I do wonder where, like, when he would like come out of that, you know? Like, I feel like maybe obviously Sanji is like a kid and his first backstory was there. Maybe I could see a little bit of that when he first joined onto the crew, but I don't know. I gotta think about if I like that for like his character. I don't know. It seems interesting. It seems interesting. Before we go into it, all I can say is I just love Luffy's consistency. Oh yeah, bro. Luffy, man, look. Luffy, that guy, man. I'm gonna talk about him for sure. Sucks that we're getting a break after the next chapter. Oh, so next break week? Next week's break week? What's going on, Foley?
Oh, yeah.
Do y'all know if we're getting a break next week?
I don't know. I didn't know we were getting a break this week or not.
Okay. Word. That's likely what they meant, but the way Viz states it, he just enjoys or naturally chooses to hurt himself. Okay. Elbaf is like stigma. It don't miss. Okay. Word. There has been a chapter that it did miss, but that was in the backstory. So technically, we could say that wasn't excuse me, not in the backstory. That was in the God Valley incident. And we could say that that wasn't even on Elbaf. So fine. That was technically freaking Hachinosu. So I'll allow it. Pro racism stream. Hey man, I know a couple of YouTubers that support the Celestial Dragons. I won't name drop them, but I can DM them to you, and y'all probably have a grand old time. But over here, the only Celestial Dragons we support have orange hair. So that's about it. Well, okay, maybe not Summers. Maybe not. Well, Zaz supports him, so either way. In essence, Sanji is the little boy crying in the cage. Plus the cover, yes, the cover page plays a lot into what we just read for sure. W Strawberry. Okay, there you go. W Strawberry. So for me, I think it's trying to say he's more of a sacrificial king instead of a conquering king, but still a king nonetheless. Okay. Maybe he second guesses himself too much. I guess I could see that. That is track with his character still to this day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we got a break.
Probably trauma response for you.
You said what, Strawberry?
I said more than likely that's a trauma response that he keeps doubting himself because he was seen as lesser than his siblings. And so for someone else to call you a king because of just your personality, I can understand why he would doubt that, because for majority of his life he was told, I won't say majority, but in those children ages, those are the most important ages. So what you instill in them at those ages usually grows up with them as they get older.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Those are the key years.
Makes sense. I agree. And I think that's where my question was, when do you come out of that? Because I understand that some people have to, of course, live with that throughout their entire life, but he got away from the problem early in his childhood. And then he had the second backstory where he loved being with Zeph. Still, I think was a little bit toxic of an environment, but it did look like all of the chefs supported each other in a very uncanny way. So he had support there, and now he has support here with the crew. So it's like, what else do you need? Like, you need a hug?
Okay, I don't know if this is our place to talk about that in the sense of like, he has trauma. You know what I mean? Like, it is hard to say what fixes a person's trauma. You know what I mean? Some people are still sad that their dad left for milk. Some people just live on with their lives and be like, hey, whatever. You know what I mean? That's on like, you can't, you don't know what will fix people. And I guess that's like, it's not our place for that. Because I feel you, Ree. I'm very much like, you've had a second father. You've reconnected with your sister. You have, love is there and whatnot. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, I feel where you're coming from. But like I said, you can't judge someone's, like, healing path.
That's fair. I guess, okay, let me, because that sounded brash and like I didn't care about Sanji. Let me reframe that question a little bit. I was asking what else do you need, but what I really meant is genuinely, like, what can be done to get you there? Because it seems like the environments you've been in have been like the right ones, so, and you have the right people around you. I do give Robin issues, but I will understand Robin's situation a little bit more because ever since we met her, she was still in the wrong situation. There wasn't love, support, trust in in Baroque Works. And obviously we saw in a second backstory-ish flashback in Elbath just the true depth of how bad it was for her as a kid. So I give her a hard time, but I can at least understand that she was not in that good environment for that long. She was only with Luffy for a couple months, then got popped away by Kuma. Granted, she was very safe for 2 years with the Revs. That's where it really irks me. But my question again is just like, you've had the environment for Sanji, you've got the people, you've got the support of a captain who's even went to Whole Cake to bring, he's a little bit of a traitor, a little bit. You did kick your captain in the face. You didn't have to do all that. But he came and brought you back with one less tooth because of you. So it's like, you've got love. What else do you need?
Well, sometimes the external love isn't enough. Thanks. It really has to do with your self-love. So, as we get older, take it from someone who it took me around 30-ish odd years and love myself the way that I'm supposed to.
I think you're spitting, Strawberry. You're probably spitting, but your internet is making it really hard to hear you. It's like choppy.
Dang it.
But it sounds like you're spitting, though. I'm not gonna lie. Let
me go out and come back in.
Yeah, because I really do want to hear what you were saying. Hopefully it's better when you come back. Nigga, what up, bro? What's the word, gang?
What's the vibes, guys? What's the vibes?
The vibes is vibing, bro. We got
Yes,
Spliff
sir.
G. We got a Spliff G upscale, man.
Hey, I heard you call him down the street. That was funny.
Yeah.
It's good for
but
Lee.
Not much, man. Good. I'm good. Chilling.
he was able to find out how to light his cigarette in the rain, and he couldn't get it in Whole Cake, but he said, I will never go through this again. And I feel, actually, you know what? You guys are right, because now I'm sitting here thinking about it. The last time he lit his cigarette in the rain, he did have trauma attached to it because he just got his heart broke, and he just did it again now. So that makes a lot of sense that panel would have came up because he's going through more trauma that he's already experienced.
Yeah, he right now it's the one thing it's always been Sanji's issue is just getting over. Luffy told him in Whole Cake he was kind of like lost, basically, like, oh man, how would I put it? Just being able to think, hearing his father say all the things, and he's just like, dang, well, these are all the things that are wrong with me. But then Luffy being like, these are qualities of you, So just being able to flip perspective, he needs to just start looking at himself as he can and not he can't. But it's like a nerf, but in a sense it could become a buff. So,
Yeah. Word. Okay. Let me read some more of these comments, and then we can get into the review.
Yeah.
Maybe Zoro being the best swordsman was good enough. That's why he needed to become the king of hell. I mean, look, I think he needs to be the king of hell because, to beat Mihawk, you got to go down there and do some real terrible stuff because Mihawk has some eyes that's looking real interesting. You got to be the king of hell.
Is that better?
This is significantly better. I can already tell. I can actually see you now. Wow, never mind.
Okay.
That was yep. You know, I should have said it wasn't because it was perfect, and then it's not perfect anymore. Man, so much for my talk no jutsu, man. Didn't work. Okay. I can see your fingers though. They're moving. So what will Sanji become? A conqueror, man. And become a conqueror. What I meant is after next week we're getting a break. Wait. All right, Nika, you know. Break next or after a chapter?
We get one more, then it's a break.
One more chapter, then a break. Got it. Cool. Okay. Dizzy in the building. What's going on, Dizzy? Sanji was getting it, man. I get it. Yeah. Well, look, I not discrediting anything. You know, I was just wondering where we navigate and like what's the path? Where are we at on the path? That's it.
Wait, Path referring to what?
The path of his healing
Sanji?
from his childhood. Yes.
He just needs to. It's self vindication. He just needs to be resolved. It's the one difference that's been between Zoro and Sanji since the day they met. Zoro has faith in like Zoro has the gall to believe in what he like to stand on what he believes in. Sanji does not. So Sanji has to now begin to do so. They both had that. They both faced that again in Wano, and Sanji ran from it. Sanji could have had the same moment of awakening Karakazaki too. Problem is he ran from his moment. That's what it is. Sanji told Zoro the day they met. He said, "Yo, like he saw it. He was losing the battle with Mihawk. He said, "Yo, give up on your dream. If it means you live, give up on your dream." And Zoro said, "Nah, I'll die for this." He stayed in
That's
the
true.
fight.
He did say that. He did say that.
Sanji has never had anything that he do that for. Like he has it for people, and that's a problem. He feels like he owes a debt to people in a sense, like with Zeph and everything. Like no, Zeph wanted you to. Zeph saved your life so you can go chase that dream, and it's fine for him as well. He never got to see the all blue. He doesn't want you to stay up under him. He wants to. Oh, and they got to pay off this debt. Like you missed the whole point of what I did, bro. You missed that whole point. Sanji just got to learn to move forward, man. You know what I'm saying? Sanji just got to move forward. Stop with all this. Oh, he just need to stop. You know what I mean? He just need to. Can't have him in the final saga. We can't have Sanji running mid battle. What if he does what he did with Killing? What if Sanji does what he did with Queen right now? What if he does that?
Oh, that'd be terrible.
That'd be terrible.
He would
He
never
wouldn't. He
live
wouldn't
down
have
the
this moment.
slander.
He wouldn't
The
have this
slander,
moment
yeah.
either. Yeah. So
Yeah, that wouldn't be a good look. The slander would be nonstop for my guy, man.
Mhm.
So. Trauma ain't easy to get over just because the environment changed. Fair. 100% fair.
very much so.
I just do think that with the right pieces and everything kind of being in line, you just need to take those steps. You just got to start walking down that path of healing. That's it. I know he went through a lot though. But he's with the best part is he's with other people that have all went through the same, if not worse. So you have a whole support system. Like you're actually in the best place that you could be in. So now it's just on Sanji to just start making the change. That's it. Since Sanji was like 8, he just desired to feel joy from a woman's acceptance and approval, like he did from his mother. He has it with Nami though. He has acceptance. He just needs to cool it. You know, he just be doing too much. But Nami accepts him. Robin accepts him too. He just be doing a little too much.
Yeah.
But they respect him. I mean, Nami said she would never forgive him, and it seems like she did. So
I think
Yeah.
there should have been a better wording on Oda's part with that. I feel like he should have maybe said that, maybe Nami won't trust him ever again, or it'll be harder for her to trust him. I don't know about forgiveness though, because forgiveness that can hurt you potentially as well as the other person when you don't forgive.
I think she did forgive him. I think he's forgiven because they are just the same as they were before. I don't see any like inkling of like her being regressed or not wanting to engage in banter with them. They do the same thing. Granted, right afterwards, she did give him a little bit of hesitancy, but I don't think she cares anymore. Honestly, she might have even forgotten. Rhea was victim blaming. Nah, man. Nah. We just gotta say the truth sometimes, That's it. We are here to tell the truth. That's all we do around here. And
Facts.
Sometimes you just gotta say truth. True things hurt. Whole Cake definitely gave Sanji what he needed. Got somewhat Vince mode closure. Helps him get over the hump he needs to fully get his Conqueror's Haki where it needs to be. True. That last scene was very, very, very important for his character. Him hearing what his dad was saying about him and Luffy literally combating it all. Like, those are the best things. Those are the best parts of Sanji. Like, what are you talking about? That's not even the worst. So I think that is really, I'm glad we got that. I'm really glad we got that. You're right, Nika, putting that flaming foot through water girl. Yeah. Do it. Let's see. Oh,
I
strawberry.
still
card.
think Zaza. I still think Zaza's a Jinbei issue. I'm gonna wait to see what Oda does, but hey,
I'm not gonna say nothing. I don't even disagree with you. I was just gonna say something, and I'm not trying to get flamed. So I'm just gonna let it ride, man. Let it ride. I was saying, take it from someone who took 30 years to love herself enough to understand the love that I was being shown. I hurt myself more, even with the community of people around me. I had to do, period.
Sorry, it cut me off. I had to do the inner work to now understand, I have a bunch of people around me that have loved me for so many years. And why didn't I still feel loved? It's because I didn't love myself. I didn't trust myself. You know what I'm saying? Sanji has to, had to go through that inner turmoil or the inner workings to be able to get him on this path of, okay, let me stop doubting myself. But it's a habit that he built. So he's still going to do it. Why are you saying like you know what I'm talking about?
You spitting, strawberry? You spitting.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Dead Bones went through the most and is still a king. Hey, man, one thing my guy 3D is going to do is ride for Brook, brother. I am not mad at the Brook love.
he never fails, man.
He is going to ride for Brook, man. And that's respectable. Sanji found Zeph's all blue in Fishman Island, and he'll create a new all blue when Luffy destroys Red Line for Zeph to be even happier. Word?
Oh.
Word. For them to move on as a crew, does the rest of the crew need to know what happened at Whole Cake? Ooh.
If Luffy don't care to share it, then I don't know. I feel like if Luffy don't care to share it, then it shouldn't, it really shouldn't matter.
No, that's okay. Hold on. Wait. I want to get Foolies when he comes back. Nika, I'm gonna have you answer this too, but I do want to hear Strawberry's thoughts first. Dizzy said, for them to move on as a crew, does the rest of the crew need to know what happened at Whole Cake? I'm gonna let Strawberry go first, though.
My bad. Was my audio not good?
Yeah, I think you were muted. You're good now.
Oh. Oh, okay. My bad. I was just over here talking. No, I was saying that I feel like if Luffy doesn't care to share that information, then it shouldn't matter. I mean, if Sanji feels convicted to share with everybody, then by all means, go ahead and do that and take the beating that Zoro is going to give you for knocking out his captain's tooth and then move on.
Okay. Fully. Dizzy asks, for them to move on as a crew, does the rest of the crew need to know what happened at Whole Cake?
I'm a big believer in, I would love the conversation to happen between, Whole Cake, with Sanji and Zoro. I don't think it needs to be a whole crew moment. I think it needs to be a left wing and right wing conversation and whatnot, because just like that is just something I personally would want to address, but like that's not a whole crew needs to know for us to move on and whatnot. It's like nothing happened. Not everybody didn't know what happened there. We settled it.
What does Zoro do when he finds out if that goes down?
I would like to see that clash. People say, how people want the whole clash between them. I would like to see that clash. We don't have to. It don't have to be on screen. It can just be like they clash and they come out of it with understanding of each other in a situation. I'd be okay with that.
Word.
Yep.
All right, what you think, Nika?
The crew doesn't need to know. I'm with Fully on that. The crew doesn't need to know. They didn't know about nothing happened. They found out later, like what, probably after time skip. It's something that they Oda put in the SBS. I think I could be wrong, but it's something that they laugh about now. Like it's a joke amongst them now. Nothing happened is a whole joke amongst them. The whole Zoro and Sanji thing, I don't think nothing will happen there neither. Zoro would find out about it. Zoro will hear it, and if it happened already, Zoro's already ready to move on past that. They handled it as men. It worked out. It's not disturbing anything that's going on now. I don't think they need to know anything, and I don't think they will clash at all. Even if Zoro had went to Whole Cake, that probably people say that a lot. Oh, Zoro wouldn't have done anything because Zoro still wouldn't have been there because Zoro would have been the one left fighting Cracker, and then Luffy would have went on and found Sanji with Nami still, anyways. So there's no, no, that never would have happened. Like it literally just if you just plug it in, it makes sense. We run into a swordsman, Zoro fights said swordsman. Luffy moves on. That's literally Dressrosa. Luffy runs into Pika, swordsman, Zoro fights him, Luffy moves on. That's how that would go. It doesn't really change much, honestly. It doesn't. But that's me. Zoro's a man's man. Like he's a guy's guy. You know what I mean? Like he's a guy amongst guys. So he respects bravado. He let Usopp and Luffy deal with it. He let Sanji and Luffy deal with it. Simple. Now, I definitely believe if Luffy would have told Zoro, "Hey, Sanji kicked me. He made up his mind." Zoro would have been like, "He made his decision. Let's move on now." He moved on. We moving on too. Just like Luffy did in the live action when he said, "Hey, I'm gonna trust my gut on this, and I'm gonna still go ahead and do this." Luffy would still make his way to that field and wait for that food that Sanji is gonna bring him, so he could get his mans back and be on his merry way to be king of the pirates. Nothing changes at all.
Interesting. Okay. I don't know what I think, honestly. I really don't know what I think. I could see it going both ways. I kind of feel like the crew might need to know, though. I feel like the crew might need to know because that's a pretty big secret that would be kept away from them. And I feel like if we're all going to be on the same page, because I know for me, I would have been extremely curious what went down for the crew that went to Wano and didn't get to see what happened in Whole Cake. Me personally, I want the details because When we last saw Sanji, some of us, he left and said that he wasn't coming back. So how did you get him back? And what transpired? Because you went into a Yonko's territory and came back, and you guys are all perfectly fine. I need some information. But yeah, no, me personally, I would need to know. I would want the crew to know, because if I was in a group with a couple of other people, I mean, you guys are the couple of other people that I have. If something happened between us, like on that type of scale, I feel like I would have to, like, we would all have to, everyone would have to know. If it was that type of like, yo, bro, Nika punched me, dog. Like, in broad daylight. I was trying to tell him that Nami is literally has monster trio level attack power, and he punched me at a freaking convention because he didn't agree with me. I'm not gonna lie, two things. Nika would be wrong if he didn't agree with me. But two, I feel like the rest of the pod crew would have to know that.
Of course, I'd be wrong. First of all, right.
The rest of the pod crew would have to know, like, yo, look, me and Nika are gang again, but just so you know, yeah, he decked me and knocked out one of my teeth. But we gang though. Like, I just want y'all to know.
I feel like context is different there. Only because we're not on a boat abandoning our families and the rest of our lives and sailing with each other and, you know, have superpowers and, you know, because if you had superpowers, I would just trust you to handle the shit. If you feel like I need to know, tell me. But otherwise, just handle that, gang. You're a capable guy. So I'm not tripping too much. You went, you told me you was going to get Za. You came back with Za. I don't care what happened. You did what you said you was going to do. So if I know all the deets later, you know what I'm saying, we could talk about it. You know what I mean? You remember when Luffy was like, yo, it was a panel in Fishman Island. He was like, Zoro looked at Luffy and was like, you never guess where I got sent over the time skip. Like, you won't guess where Kuma sent me. And he's like, what, where? And then it's like, panel cut off. We don't get to see that discussion. But I'm pretty sure, like, yo, that Hawkeye, you know what I mean? They catch up. That's stuff for them to chop it up about later. Like, I could imagine Usopp having a drink, and then Usopp saying, Sanji, I heard what you did. Okay. Like, and they clowning him, like, yeah, he can't talk with the shoes on the other foot. Remember when I was going through that shit? Yeah, I had all that bullshit to say. Like, you might say something, you never know, something for them to laugh about. So I don't know. Like, right now, they laugh at nothing happened. Like, it's something they all know, but outside of Robin, Brooke, and Sanji, no one knew for a little bit, and now they all know, but it's a joke amongst them now. So you never know. Like, you might see one day, I don't know, Usopp impersonating Luffy with his head caved in by Sanji. You never know. You never know.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I better not see that on panel, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. That would be nah.
You know how they always do it, like the mimicking Sanji and mimicking Chopper. I can see Usopp doing that. I don't know. You're Sanji, and his head just smushed it. I don't know. It would be funny though. I don't know.
Nah, bro. I have forgiven Usopp, and I'm an Usopp lover now. Diehard Usopp fan. But no, that would send me back into my old ways. And I don't want to go there. That's a dark place. Yeah, y'all are going crazy in these comments. I see y'all. Okay. Barry Straws, Melanated Robin. What are your thoughts on the chapter?
My bad. Is my audio still bad or no?
I can hear you right now.
Oh, okay. This chapter, I will give it a, I would say 8 out of 10. From last chapter to this chapter, I'm gonna be honest, I was hoping for just like a little bit more action. Like, I'm glad that, the ice is finally melting, hopefully Gunko's body gets saved. but I was expecting more action between Emu and Luffy, especially in Gear 5. I know we're gonna get that now in the next chapter, but I was hoping this chapter we would get it. But still, it was a really good chapter. It sounds weird saying it, but I love Emu's character. Mainly just because he's such a devil character that it's absolutely crazy to me. But his I need Emu's backstory like yesterday.
Okay.
I gotta know where this evil, this depth of hatred came from. And I'm so glad Luffy got mad with him calling him Joy Boy. I was wondering if Luffy was ever going to correct somebody for doing that. Yeah. And he's just like, I'm so tired of y'all calling me all these different names. I am Luffy. And I'm going to be king of the pirates.
Okay. Word. Oni Fuli Oni, Flutter God. What are your Flutter thoughts and your Flutter feelings about this chapter?
That was a pretty straight chapter. I'm not even gonna lie. It wasn't like too much for me to be mad at. Not much for me mad at all, honestly. Like, I love the interactions that we got with the Straw Hat Pirate. Like, I think my favorite part was the whole interaction of the Straw Hat Pirates, like wondering what the ice was, and the members who do not have touch, or the feeling of touch and coldness, being like, oh yeah, it is cold. I'm like, yeah. I don't know. Sometimes those light moments of joking is nice and whatnot. And I like the whole setup to the whole, is Usopp going to pick up Ragnar? Because in that spread of people interacting with the ice, we didn't see Usopp. So I'm curious about that, in a sense. Because I don't think we've seen Usopp when they all was interacting with the ice block and whatnot. So I'm wondering where Usopp is, in a sense. And then other than that, like, the chapter was nice. I loved seeing the whole, now we have our square offs and whatnot. And I was curious to see, like, how the square offs going to go. I do think it's a little, like, poetic in the sense that, like, how you was talking about the whole rain and the cigarette and whatnot. I'm like, the smoker would be fighting rain and water.
Yeah. Yeah, literally.
So,
what rating?
I have to give it, I'll give it 8, solid 8.
Mm-hmm. Word. Since you brought it up, what's going on, Will of Dreams and King T? I see you too. I haven't read your comment yet. I see you in the chat. What was your thoughts about the thing that 3D had brought up as far as Nami and her very odd statement of calling them non-human?
The comment was towards, like, the non-human comment was towards what?
Brooke and Frankie.
Yeah, like, them being non-human. No, I think because, like, I don't think it's like a shady, like, comment. They are kind of the non-humans. Frankie calls himself a cyborg all the time, and Brooke says that he is Bones. He literally calls himself Bones and all that. So I'm like, I don't really think it's like a shady comment and whatnot. And we do have non-humans on the crew. I would say Jinbei is a non-human.
Okay. Yeah. So there's nothing more to it?
No, I don't think there's nothing more to it. I don't think it's like something deep in her, like her celestial, like, cells are activating or anything like that. I don't think it's nothing like that.
Okay. Word. I just figured I asked. Thought it was interesting. It was brought up. Yes, we're gonna talk about some eyes tonight, Slick. Yes, eyes. Okay. Nika, what you got, bro?
Dope chapter. I'm gonna go 9 out of 10.
Okay.
I feel like Oda needs to get in his bag
with Jinbei, like tomorrow. It's disturbing me. Like he's supposed to be a warlord, you know what I mean? So I feel like not reluctant to say, just like it's just like bad, bro. Like he joined. This is the classic. This is the classic case of when you're this guy, you're strong, and then when you become a good guy, it's like you do nothing. You know what I mean? Or you're not as strong anymore. Like somebody in the Discord relating it to like, yo, you're like a boss, you're like a game boss, but then when you beat that game boss and now he's a playable character, now he's just like you're using him,
Yeah.
you're like, yo, he sucks. Like
He's not even that
yo,
good.
he sucks, dude. Like, and Jinbei doesn't suck. It's Oda's just not writing him to do shit. And it's pissing me off. It's an Oda problem, not a Jinbei problem. Oda needs to have him do something instead of just be information man. Like, we need to see this. What I want to talk about is the panel with Sanji reflecting on Gaban's words, because this is why the community is so lost, bro. It is perplexing, very perplexing indeed. We have to start understanding what brings people to the whole vibe of Conqueror's Haki, because exactly, and this is shout out to Nami, of course, but this is what Sanji ran away from. The same thing I just gave Zoro credit to doing. Nami did it in Wano as well. That was literally her whole thing, standing up to Oti. Usopp was playing the role of Sanji where Nami was Zoro. Usopp's telling her, denounce your dream. In Dream, let's use it as replace Captain with Dream right here. You get what I'm saying? And the context all lines up. Usopp's telling her, like, yo, so you can live, denounce that. Like, just denounce it. And she's like, no, I'm going to stand on it even more. And she stands on it the same way Zoro will stand on it. And we get to see her stand on it, and then at the end of the arc, you see her do Conqueror's Haki. Now everybody's like, gag. The buildup is very real, though. The buildup is very real. Like, it's the same moments being had. Kobe had happening. I've been saying it since Kobe did it. Say, yo, Kobe did it. He's not gonna be the first person to get conquerors that out of nowhere everybody's gonna be like, oh, he's a conqueror, he's a conqueror. Kobe, first one to do it. Then you had Sanji. Now we're getting Sanji in the moment. We already had, if you look at what's going on, Nami did the same. Jinbei has already done it with Big Mom, literally standing up to her. The crew is gonna get this is a thing that's gonna happen with most of the Straw Hats, and not even just Straw Hats. You're gonna Sabo, a lot of things. Like, what did he say? He said, to make your person king of the pirates, your captain king of the pirates, you have to step up and become a king, right? Mm-hmm. So what do you think? What do you think of the man who's trying to help his captain become the man who saves the world? Dragon. What do you think about Sabo and Dragon? We've seen these moments. You have to stand up in the moment. We see OT. We question the same things about OT. And I want to tell people this, doing some research. Shout out to Blue. Going back, just looking at all the panels. He said this, and it did inspire me to go start looking up some stuff on Twitter, just pulling up panels. And I've been saying this for a while. Y'all know I've been on this. Black Lightning in the manga is Conqueror's Haki. It's not armament. Everybody keeps saying it's armament, or they're scared to take that leap. They're tiptoeing on that line of, oh, it's armament and conquerors, or it's this, that. No, it is a sign of Conqueror's Haki. That's what that is. Every time we see armament used, it's a smoke effect. This is Black Lightning. Nami getting it, and it wasn't the first time Nami showed it. Nami did it when she put Big Mom in a crater. That's the first time Nami had Black Lightning in a panel. And that's her literally conquering Zeus in the moment for the first time.
See,
people have shown this, like, it's been in Sabo's first panel, and when he clashes the same. I see people on Twitter now looking up the panel where, remember the panel I said where Sanji kicks Imu? Yeah. And I told everybody, oh, it's Conqueror's Haki. Everybody's like, oh no, you tripping, da 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 da. Twitter's now on fire after the spoilers came out about this chapter previously last week. Oh, Sanji's getting Conqueror's Haki. Now everybody's pulling up the panel like, oh my gosh, look, he did this. Oh my gosh, look, he did that.
Yeah.
Been telling y'all this. And that same panel, those same kanjis, the same thing happened when he kicked the laser that Kizaru said. Same thing. He's leaking Conqueror's Haki. Right? He's been leaking it. In the manga, Sanji starts leaking Conqueror's Haki before Zoro ever does.
Zoro gets it in the anime. In Wano, they show Zoro getting Conqueror's Haki when he faces Denjiro. He's leaking Conqueror's Haki there, here. That's in the anime. In the manga, Sanji's been doing it since he did it when him and King clashed, kicked feet. There was Black Lightning in that panel. He did it before Whole Cake when he kicked Oven, blitzed the hell out of him. Sanji's been doing this. He did it to page 1 earlier in Wano. He's been having these moments. The laser thing with Kizaru, as I just mentioned. That same thing Sabo has in panel when going against Burgess. Same clash, same kanjis. You see Black Lightning as he destroys Burgess's little elbow pad thingy. Black Lightning, been had it. So I'll wait for everyone to be spoon fed by Oda on how Conqueror's Haki works and how Conqueror's Haki gets confirmed for people. I'll let y'all catch up. I will, but I promise you, we've been here for the longest. Since Kobe got this, all of this has been in motion. He says you have to want to be a king. Usopp has a panel in the timeskip saying, I'll become the true Sniper King. Brook has a technique called Soul King. As soon as Sabo gets the fruit and shows Conquerors, he does a technique called Burning Dragon Claw Fist, Flame Dragon King. It is in the writing is on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
What Sanji's gonna be? Sanji's saying now, I gotta become a king. Well, we met Gabon, and he's the minister of love. And Luffy did tell us that Sanji's gonna be just like this old guy when he gets older. So why don't we just replace the word minister, put king there, and let Sanji cook? Just give it some time. And that's all I'm saying. I'm waiting. King of Love, man. I'm waiting for my boy. That's all I'm saying.
King of Love. Okay.
It could parallel a lot. I know some people want Heavens. Shout out to Blue, and I've talked to a couple other people that have said the same because Zoro is King of Hell and he's the son of Terra. Terra means Earth, so Hell is fitting. Sanji is the son of Sora. Sora means Sky, so son of the Heavens. King of Heavens. It's very fitting, but just thinking about how I know Oda, how it seems Oda will do this. Just off the moment I told you before, with Gabon being called the Minister of Love, I could just see Sanji being the King of Love. Like he keeps saying it. His love, his passion, all of that is what has his powers better than everybody else's. All right, my passion hotter than this, and all that is King of Love. I think that'd be fire for him. But yeah, 9 out of 10 chapters. I really love the Gabon part because it's just giving us context that everyone can stand up and be a king depending on their dreams. You know, even Nami. Everybody, literally. We're gonna see this moment happen a lot with a lot more people. Jinbei fighting who's who, Black Lightning, all in the panels. Conversation. Just letting y'all know, I just need everybody just like cross out your eyes, open them, see what I see, please, because I'm going crazy when I'm talking to people and they're like, I don't see it, and I'm just like, wow.
Hey man, wow. Look, I've been in agreement with this. I have this clip. I'm not even gonna pull it up right now. I'll pull it up at the end. We talked about it earlier this week, bro. I had to go back and just rewatch it. This was a whole year ago, and I was being told Sanji was not getting Conqueror's Haki next. And people have asked, "Oh, what's he getting next? What upgrade is he getting next?" I heard, "Oh, advanced armament, advanced obs." No Conquerors though. It's like, well, no, he's definitely getting it. But it feels good, man. It feels good, putting W's in a bowl, filling it up with milk, and just going to town, man. So you called it, Nika, and I've been there for the ride too. Pause. So, okay. Sorry, man. All right, I need to read some of these comments real quick. And then we can get back into the convo. Actually, before I do that, did you think anything of the I guess you and Strawberry. Strawberry can go first. Did you guys think anything of that comment from Nami?
No. I'm more with Fully. I thought she was just being honest. We're talking about a skeleton who shouldn't be able to feel temperature, but at least in the back of my head, I'm thinking, okay, Brook has ice feet, so I don't know if he can actually feel how cold He really is. And then Frankie is metal. Metal doesn't conduct temperature very well. So, or am I saying that backwards? I haven't been in science class for so long. Yeah. So you have someone their hands are made of metal, so you can't really tell whether something is cold or not, and then bones shouldn't be able to tell whether something is cold or not. So I thought she was just making a statement. I know you said it didn't sound like Nami, but to be honest, it sounded like Nami to me.
Okay. What's your thoughts, nigga?
It's like a slight truth type vibe. She just saying a comment that kind of will solidify anybody that was thinking otherwise. Like if there's people that are wondering if Brooke is human, you kind of get it's like a gag joke that's not really a joke. You know what I'm saying? Like when Data Bank. Frankie's an egghead and he's like, yo, Sanji fan. You get what I'm saying? He calling like we all know Sanji kind of just like the Seraphim. Queen already announced this last arc, and Wano kind of compared him to Lunarians. So seeing Frankie call him a Sanji fan is like makes sense. You're just like the Seraphim, and you were compared already in parallel. So it's just a truth reveal. Like anybody that had like, yo, isn't Sanji just like a Seraphim? Like, yeah, actually, the story's following you. You're not wrong for that. Frankie did call him Sanji fan, and it's like, okay. Well, if you're thinking, hey, is Frankie human? Well, yeah, he's human, yes, but not really. He's a cyborg. That's not typical. Brooke, he was a human, but now he's a walking corpse. So they all stem from humanity, but they're products of it now. Like they're not really humanity. They just came. That's their origins. So it's just them. It's just one of those jokes that like kind of like, all right, well, it's like when it's like when Luffy looks at the Seraphim and he's like, yo, you guys, what do you guys think? You're Kaido or something? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like anytime you see them do a joke, they're like paralleling something. Like, remember when they were clowning Zoro and they were calling him like, yo, like you Kaido, whatever. They were clowning him, calling him like Kaido and all that stuff. Yeah. They're just paralleling, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, Zoro and bravado, that's how tough she's saying Zoro is in her eyes. You know what I mean? But yeah.
Word. Rain God.
Sorry for the late introduction. Doing some stuff, watching this U.S. soccer game, which was terrible. But
You're good, man.
We're here.
Did they lose?
4-1 to Belgium.
Oh, okay.
They lost to Belgium 4-1.
Yep.
Okay.
Wow.
Note taken. Ronaldo's gone.
Yep. Yeah, he is.
Shout out Spain. Yeah.
Dang. Okay. Things are about to get messy, I guess.
Oh God, you just had to do that.
Listen, man, the dictator's still out there. And Super Bowl. It's going crazy right now. All right.
The colonizers have won, bro. England's still in. Belgium's still in, bro. Like, it makes no sense.
Oh, weak, yo. Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh.
That's crazy. Okay. Za. A wild Za appeared. Facts. All right, man. Well, before we go too far, actually, no, hold on. Let me finish the conversation I was having.
Hey, go ahead.
Actually, no, he was done. I was about to start talking. So I think, I don't know what, I feel like there could have been just a little bit of more to that statement. Initially, I didn't know, but it's like, that still feels slightly uncharacteristic of Nami. Like, she has her banter back and forth, and she'll say her jokes, and she'll say her stuff screaming at these different people. But that one did seem a little bit, I'm seeing a little bit different. It was still a joke. I know she was still joking, but that's not the type of joke that she would normally throw out there. So it does seem slightly uncharacteristic of her to even say that, even though I get it. That is somewhat true, I guess, but they're both human at the same time. So it's like, I mean, I guess, but I don't know, man. I think, like 3D said, it got me thinking. It's feeling like we got another celestial dragon on our hands here, man. And I think Oda is starting to drop the nuggets. Oda's dropping the nuggets, man. I didn't write the statement. He wrote the word bubble. And I think this is only inching toward it. And this is the first hint. So I'm calling it now.
That's legal.
This is what Oda's trying to show us.
That's legal. Yeah. You can say that.
I'm just going to call it now. Like, this is, she just doesn't talk to people like this, especially not on the crew. So we're talking about non-humans.
She can get grimy, though. She can get grimy like that, though. She's done that to Usopp. Or she's gotten, like, she said a joke that's not really a joke. Only she might be finding it funny. She's done that before. She called him Sniper Stop in, like, one of his worst moments. And it was like, yo, you think now is the time? Like, that's kind of
true.
bad. Like, that's like, now is not the time. And you tried that. That shit hurt.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is one of those times where it's glad Usopp is Usopp, because I would have thought, yo, you really don't give a damn about my struggle right now. You see me battling with this internally, and you like Sniper Stop. Like, damn, I can't even hold my nickname. Like, that's crazy.
I almost died. Like,
right. Like, that's like me. That's like me telling somebody, yo, I'm Captain Nika, and then one of my mans is like, yo, Cabin Boy Nika. Like, yo, word, gang. Like, I'm repping out here, bro. Like, you don't see me trying to. What are you doing, bro? Like, you can't do that. Like, you can't take away my word, bro. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, damn, sis.
I only think that it felt weird because she doesn't normally do that with Frankie. Like, if it was Brooke alone, I'd be like, but like her and Frankie don't have that type of. They don't usually have that type of like banter back and forth. Her and Brooke, of course, the panty thing, and the Usopp and her, they obviously have been the scaredy cats together for so long. So like all of that makes sense to me. It's just when you throw in the Frankie piece, now I gotta at least look at it a little bit more like, okay, that just seems odd. Like, you normally wouldn't talk to Frankie that way. But we'll see. I just think it was a little nugget being dropped. That she's a celestial dragon. See, Dizzy agrees. Thank you, Dizzy. Yeah, what's going on, Mega Migs?
I agree too, though.
True. Botany Boy Sai says Nami would never call Jinbei a non-human, especially during Fishman History Month. Word? Fishman History Month.
Black History Month.
That was February.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, it's February, bro. We already had our month. Because fishermen are black. We already know that.
Yes, sir.
Not Mega Migs already said what's up to you. Will it Dream? Sanji's modified human like a cyborg with nanotechnology, while Frankie is a modern cyborg. Frankie like Vegapunk tech, and Sanji like ancient kingdom tech. Hard to tell a difference from natural. Will of Dreams, you be spitting, and I have to like take my time to read these comments because you be getting in your bag. We about to say something, Nika. Look like it.
Nah, I wanted to, but I can't really. I don't. It's fine. It's fine. I think the stuff as far as it's not that it's Sanji's ancient tech and Frankie isn't, because technically they both are ancient tech. All of this stuff is from the ancient times, all of it. But he's right. One is genetically engineered, and the other one's like he's partially manufactured. So he's not really wrong. The label kind of bothered me. The ancient time and the what I mean. I think they both all come from that. So that's why. I get what he's trying to do, though. I see what he's trying to say.
Work. All right, We're ready. Oh, whatever you're about to say.
Oh no. Before that, I was waiting. What were you about to tell me? It's my time to get my rating for the chapter and all that.
Oh yeah,
stuff.
yeah. We're
All
ready.
right. I'll get a solid chapter 8.5 around there. I love the chapter. Luffy versus Emo to me was funky because I was listening to people talk about it, but it makes sense. Emu has the weight of 1,000 years on his shoulder, where he hates Joy Boy, whether Joy Boy stole his girl, whether Joy Boy did all this type of stuff, and that's what it is, versus the freest man on the sea, which is Luffy right there. Luffy doesn't even know why he's here. Luffy doesn't even know who he is. And that to me is just typical Luffy. And that's what makes Luffy the best MC. Like, yo, I don't even know why you're here. I'm just hitting you, yo, get out of here. And Luffy has no ill will towards Emu. All he knows is you're hurting people from Elbaf, and that's it. Great on keeping Luffy the same person. You see what they did? Where's Mjolnir right now? Rhea, I want you to answer that. Where is Mjolnir right now? Who's it with? Who is the hammer with right now?
I wanted to talk about. Look, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yeah. Who is the hammer with right now? It's with your son, and I need you to understand your son is about to have a blow up moment right there, yo. Because Loki's knocked out. Loki's gonna be out for a little minute, and the struggle.
Ratataster might want to help still.
Exactly, because the struggle to free the 11th Straw Hat is going to come from Usopp.
Yo, Zah's on board, bro. Let's go.
I'm not. I don't really like her like that, but I'm with the head canon, bro. Like I love it. And
that's all I need. That's all I need.
Out. Yo, not me laugh at the chapter. I know everyone's talking about this. You made me laugh at that chapter. And once again, the thing about Luffy can still say Luffy being free, and the person not being free on his crew right now is Sanji. And I love that Gabon told him, you can be a king, but you gotta stop doubting yourself. Because that's been Sanji's thing since we've had him. He's always willing to self-sacrifice himself. And he's never given himself credit. It's how do you get over that to get to your conquerors? Do you become the king of something? Because Zoro's already the king of hell. How do you get there? And that's what I want to see from Sanji. That's the growth I want to see from Sanji. Because you are fighting with the freest man on the sea right now. How do you free yourself, Sanji? You need to do that shit. Free yourself of your beatings from Judge and your brothers and all that type of stuff. Stop doubting yourself. Be like, I'm King Vin Smoke. That's how you get your conqueror's hockey. I've been thinking about this shit all day. Become King Vin Smoke. That's how you get your conqueror's hockey. Except the reverse eyebrow. That's how you become a conqueror. That's all I gotta say. Once he becomes King Vin Smoke, he'll unlock his conquerors.
Oh, you came on prepared, bro. I like this. Okay. Yeah. I guess I'll give my rating. I think it was probably I'll probably go 9.5. I really like everything that we've got. I do feel like this is a setup chapter. I will say that. But with that being said, I like that we are finally kind of, I mean, this chapter had everything. I feel like we haven't even talked about just a little. I know you're not going to talk about it, Zal, that's fine. But the rest of us haven't talked about this moment with Ripley. It's like, man, Ripley's like that. And I like how they're still pulling on those same strings of like Colin, he got caught again and he feels guilty because it happened twice. His mom already sacrificed herself. God's eyes, something else. His mom already sacrificed herself to help him the first time, and now it's happened again. And Ripley's trying to go out there and help him, and Gabon's already done what he needs to do. And even this moment with Sanji, even though I kind of have the issue of like, yo, I get it, you and this girl thing, but this isn't even human. This is like, no, I sound like Nami. Okay, but you know what I mean. Hey, man, look.
Watch how you talk about the rain gods.
You're right. You're right, man. Now I'm going down. Now, hey, I might as well dye my hair orange, man. At this point, jeez. And the strawberries nodding. Like, come on, bro. Either way, he just hit the rain, bro. Just kick the rain. Just because it appears to be a woman, it's not a woman. It's not even real. Like, I feel like in these situations, we gotta drop the chivalry and use common sense in these situations and be able to, like, do what we need to do. Go ahead, Zah.
I would say Water is Sanji's. That's not a good matchup for him. So, like, if Sanji can take out the other guy, that leaves it up for Brook and Usopp, because Water is his natural. So, like, I don't know if he can really do anything against the Rain God Zod. That's all I'm trying to say.
Where?
I would say, the only thing I wanted to say is that, like, I don't think he needs to stop being chivalrous. Even though it is a downfall to him, I don't think he needs to stop being chivalrous, because I think that is not how he becomes a conqueror. Him staying on top of his chivalry is how we see that. I want him to use love in a way. We have seen his love bend lasers. I want to see his love conquer in a way that we haven't seen, and that will make him a true conqueror. He's going to do this in a way that, like, I don't know how to word it, but, like, yeah.
Can love... Oh, no, you go ahead. Go ahead, Nika.
I was gonna say yes. It's about picking your path and finding and making sure you are the only one that can prove that your path is the right one. Do you get me? So if you choose that if this is your path, you're the one that has to pick that. This is why admirals are given justices, separate justices. So that's the same thing in theme wise, and I think it really goes to say that if Sanji feels like not. You said something earlier in the stream and you were right. If Sanji kicks a girl, it's the downscale on Zeph, and I don't think he's gonna do his father like that. His you could say his adopted father or philosophy father. I don't think he's gonna do it like that, because me personally, I think that's where he gets power of. That's what encourages the power of love from him, not being able to still be chivalrous, and that plays into him being a conqueror as well. Because the one thing that Luffy says all the time is he can't do it alone. And Luffy's one of the biggest conquerors. He can't do it alone. He's going to need his friends. So when Sanji's faced with moments like this, instead of you going off and facing the moment with the lady and getting yourself trapped in it like you did at Enies Lobby, call Robin, bro. Call someone that can actually take care of it. Rely on your Nakama that can handle it. That's what a king is going to rely on his kingsman. Yep. So you should be able to rely on your peoples as well. I think he needs to stay chivalrous. He just needs to. Right now he's relying on someone's gonna come. If I'm gonna defeat Killingham. If I can't defeat Killingham, if I'm facing Killingham, someone's gonna need to defeat or stall Zaza. Eventually, I'm pretty sure he's doing the Luffy thing here, where Luffy he figures his crew's gonna get there. They're gonna handle it. Yep. His Nakama, they're gonna get there. They're gonna handle it. I do think it's gonna be one of those type of things, man. I think he just needs to stay on his path. Like, but you have to prove that your path is the right path.
I just have an issue with it. It's similar to how I had said that I didn't like the delay in Fishman Island with Jinbei. I feel like this is a similar thing, because it's like, if any of these kids die, like, even that's kind of where I was saying, like, this conversation he's having in his head, or out loud, I guess technically, is a good one, because he's going through all of the problems and like weighing the options. But the end is like, well, I can't help these kids, unfortunately, because I can't do anything about the woman in front of me. I just feel like at certain points the chivalry it shouldn't you should not allow the potential for people to die behind chivalry because of like someone that like you have a woman doing bad acts, but because of your chivalry you will allow people to die behind your principles. I feel like that just undercuts love, in my opinion.
I feel like if he didn't have the Nakamura to rely on, he would treat things a little differently. But he has those people that he can rely on, so he wants to treat the situation as such.
Yeah.
That
I mean,
type
that
of
makes
vibe.
sense. That makes sense.
And if
Go
he
ahead, go ahead.
attacks, they lose the person that they love, who is Sanji. So like you have to kind of take that into consideration.
He with his dysfunction to the situation, he can make the situation worse before he makes it better. Because if he goes into battle and then realize I'm not prepared for battle because it's a woman, you're just gonna get in the way at that point. So you just become an even bigger casualty. So it's like, dang, now you make the Straw Hats look bad. So just leave it. Just beat him either before someone else can show up to stop Zaza, or keep fighting him, and I promise you, someone will show up to deal with Zaza.
Mm.
And your girl Nami won't respect his chivalry. If he goes against that chivalry, she loses the respect for him. Do you want your Tangerine Queen to lose respect for? Yeah, you gotta think about it.
I think okay. I agree, but also disagree.
Okay.
Because her and Annie's lobby, she already told him that it was stupid. She respects him doing it, but she does also think that it's dumb. So I think she would first off, if it's for kids, and he's like, look, no, I mean, like I had to kick this woman, like I had to save the kids. She forgets about the kicking the woman part because all she cares about are the kids.
Mhm.
So, you know, at the end of the day, she thinks what he's doing is stupid anyway. You know, but she respects him for being like grounded in his principles. But again, my only take on it is just that was my same issue with Jinbei in Fisherman Island. I just feel like when you stand behind your principles and bad things happen because of your inaction, that's where I'm like, it's just tough for me. That's it. I get why he's doing it though.
I'm about to say that's reality though. Nobody's decision is always going to be perfect. You're gonna have flack regardless of what the situation is. Like if you think about it, you could say Zoro is wrong for standing on his principles and fighting Mihawk. You know you're not ready to fight the Mihawk. You went and did it. You need Luffy saved your life, and you told him you would rock with him. Yes, your dream is something that we all want to acknowledge, but you know you're not ready for this guy. So now you know you're testing yourself in comparison. You could risk dying. You die, Luffy's out of swordsman. But Luffy understands the conviction someone can have on their morals and in their like, you know, their path. That's why when Judge named all of those flaws, first thing Luffy said was, nah, those are qualities. I respect those qualities. Same thing with Luffy, same thing with Zoro. I respect the qualities of Zoro. I like my swordsman to stand on business. I like that my swordsman want to test his goal right now test his mettle against this man right now, even though he knows he's not ready yet. I respect it because I respect his dream. I can't get in the way of. I can't get in between a man and his dream, as he said in the live action type of vibe. I do believe that's something to be said for it, and this is why. Okay, it's like when we have that conversation about admirals and having conquerors, a lot of people like to pick and choose what favorites between the admirals. I personally believe all of them. It's not just, oh, I like this admiral, so this admiral gets it. I personally believe if one's going to get it, they're all going to get it because they're all admirals. So there's no reason for one to have it and not the other. I haven't met one Yonko with conquerors and the other one doesn't. Buggy hasn't got it yet, but I definitely believe Buggy, who also wants to be king of the pirates, god of the pirates, is going to get it as well. The same thing Gabon is telling us, being able to have conviction and standing on it. That's what Buggy literally just had that moment in front of the whole cross guild. It's the same thing contextually. So I believe that he has to, when Kizaru, people look at Kizaru because he's indecisive or, you know, indecisive justice or whatever the case may be. He's not indecisive because he just lost. He's indecisive because he wants to be indecisive. He's picked that path for himself. He wants to. It says in his Beaver card, he's watching the path of Kuzan, and he's watching the path of Sakazuki to find the right path, to see whose path is right and whose justice it makes more sense than the other. So he plays from the middle, overseeing the two of them. So it makes sense that in his path, if he stays convicted in his path, he's a conqueror. That's why it has its own separate label for justice. It's its own path. It's its own thing of life. Each admiral has their path of justice up in their office, labeled. Indecisive justice, lazy justice. They're up there. They're labeled. So me, the way I see it, I think he has his path of chivalry, but he has to prove that it's a right path to be on. So if he didn't have these Nakama to rely on, I'm completely with you, Reed. You need to start taking things in your own hand. You need to stop wilding. You need to do this. You need to do that. But since he has a Nakama, I do want to see him lean on them, rely on them some more.
Yeah.
Facts. Like, I like that you relied on Zoro. I just wish you would have did that instead of running away from the fight. You should have called him and say, yo, look, I'm about to face head on some German shit. I might be a demon. You might got to take care of that. Don't run away, then come back feeling like that. We need you handling it now, so.
Word.
And shout out to freaking Zoro for putting over his boy, the other wing, because he didn't have to do that, but he did in his own way. Like, it shows, even though like the age, he still has the utmost faith in the other wing, and I think we need to understand that, even Zoro may have a problem with it, but he still knows Sanji will do the best thing to get the job done, and that's what they do.
Mm-hmm. That was a good moment.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nami said, I'm pretty impressed by your chivalry in chapter 403.
Yeah.
403, that would have still been in his lobby, right?
Yeah. After he gets turned into the bulb, the thing by what's her name? Khalifa? Yeah.
Was that it?
Yeah, I don't like Nami's comments in Eni's lobby because I feel like she's picking and choosing, because it's like, I want you to seriously, I want you to be chivalrous. I love the chivalry, but every now and again you need to smack a bitch. That's what it sounded like she said to him. And it's like, that's completely contradictory. And I get it, I understand it, but if that's the case, then you just probably shouldn't be encouraging him to be chivalrous. Don't credit the chivalry and then give him a comment that goes completely against the notion of it. That doesn't work. You can't do that.
Yeah.
That's like saying damn, what's a good example here for this one? I can't find a good example for it right now. I'd have to think on it a little more. But I do feel like it's just something you don't do. I can't tell you drive as fast as you can, but follow the speed limit. Like, that's crazy. Like, it don't, like, you can't say something like that because you're encouraged. You're what you're trying to tell them, drive as fast as you can within the speed limit. Because if that's the case, then you should just reword your sentence. You get what I'm saying? But you can't tell somebody something like that. I can't tell you I respect that you respect women, but don't respect them though. Hit them. Like, you can't do that. You can't do that.
Yeah.
You can't do that, guys. I'm sorry. I get what y'all want to say here, and I slightly agree. But just off the principle, you can't do that.
Listen, I'm gonna say this for Nami. She's an emotional trauma baby, so like her opinion on a lot of these things is always all over the place. I trust the Luffys and the Zoros who are very headstrong and like understand stuff. Nami, it is what it is for her.
She prefers the Zoro type.
Yeah.
That's just what it is.
But
she made it clear with that.
But then she'll go and say, "I like what you do too." That's what I'm saying. You're all over the place. Pick a side.
No, I think it's fine that she does credit Sanji for it. I just don't think you should be telling him to go against it. You get what I'm saying? You should never. I don't think we should ever get there. And I get why she said that, because this was a serious situation where it's like, yo, why are you playing like that? We got to go rescue Robin. You shouldn't be thinking, oh, she's a woman. Da, da, da. That's why I said I think it's better that Sanji takes care of himself in situations like that, where it's like, hey, you know what? This is going to be a woman. Maybe we should swap out. Robin, come get me.
Yep.
I could trust you for that. My word to Nami on that would be to Sanji is you guys have to know he has to know how to deal with said scenario before he gets in said scenario. Because as of right now, I feel like, bro, you're not focused. I mean, not that you're not focused. He's focusing now, but before back then he wasn't. And Zoro's the type of guy, he's not chivalrous at all, but he'll use the back of the blade for a female. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's a
He's
little
chivalrous
different.
a little bit. He's chivalrous a little bit. He's just not as chivalrous as Sanji.
No, he just Zoro's not chivalrous at all. He just don't believe in, like, if she's still a woman, I'm not gonna just go all out just like that. If I am, she gotta be Big Mom or she's a Yonko or something. Otherwise, Zoro's not gonna do it. Sanji just there's no way of method of attack because kicking someone is known as like the absolute disrespect, is one of the absolute disrespects, like taking your feet off the floor and kicking somebody. So the fact that you only kick now, if Sanji, this is the one light I offer. Silver lining. When Sanji deals with women, he should use his hands. But then you're not supposed to put your hands on a woman anyways. So that goes against the theme anyways. But there's no way you could kick a woman and give her like a soft kick. And see, I mean, you could kick her without putting all your strength into it. But at the end of the day, you're still kicking. You know what I'm saying? Where Zoro's doing it, Zoro's changing the back of the blade, and because the sword is always a legal thing. So,
yep, because he blocked Luffy's attack from Big Mom. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't know that.
I just feel like you can be chivalrous and you can still hit women in this context, like especially if you have to fight Big Mom. I mean,
not for him though.
That's the problem.
Yeah, I'm about to say, like in real world context, yes, man, a woman is beating on you, defend yourself for sure. Mm-hmm. But Sanji, Zeph done told him, like, bro, I don't care. She can shank you for all I give a damn. You don't put your foot. You don't hit no woman, bro. That's your fault for not having ribs of steel. That's your fault. That's basically that's what Zeph said. So he has to follow that philosophy.
Toxic masculinity at its finest.
Like if Zeph's speech would have came with a but, like don't ever hit a woman. But if she was to do that, Sanji would be following that. But he set him on this course, so it's like, nah, he not hitting a woman, bro. He gotta stay true to that philosophy.
That's insane, bro. I just feel like Zeph would have. I just feel like Zeph. He probably would like. I don't know. I feel like Zeph didn't mean it to go this far. I think Sanji took it and ran. Like Zeph would probably be hitting freaking Zaza. Like I can't imagine Zeph would allow himself to get beaten up by Big Mom, and Big Mom was in front of him. He's like, all right, I can't hurt you. Just step on me. It's like, I just don't think that's what Zeph meant.
I think Sanji would raise his foot against Big Mom and just need it. He's already done that in the series, but he did that to save his sister. So, context is woman still. But I think that's just a different type of woman. Like, it's just Big Mom, bro. You gotta stop playing around.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to, die behind your chivalry. In most contexts.
Can I ask you a question? How did y'all feel about the emu stuff, man?
What part?
The sword technique again on Loki, and then the flames. How do y'all feel about that?
Oh,
hold on. Let me.
Go on, Reed. You go read first.
Hold on. Let me read. There's a lot comes out. I'm gonna answer that right now. I'm gonna pull up one comment because this relates specifically to what I was talking about.
Okay.
Apparently I approve of hitting women. Okay, that's not what I was.
That's an Alex time.
Apparently
he gonna rage bait you, bro. You know that.
No, it's cool. It's cool, man. It's cool. Zeph told Sanji, if you ever hit a woman and break the code of a man, I will kill you and then slit my own throat.
Senpaku. Yep, exactly. That's crazy.
Hey, man. R.I.P. ZEFF, brother. But we gotta do what we gotta do.
You want to kill Zeph too?
He not gonna do it though. You talking like he gonna do it?
I mean, I don't know. About to do that. Like, yo, Zeph, you would rather me die to Big Mom, bro?
Yes.
Is that
Sanji's not hitting a woman? Look. This is low key. I'm not gonna lie to you. The biggest confirmation that Emu was a man was Sanji trying to blitz Emu, bro. That was the biggest confirmation that Emu is not a woman. Sanji tried to blitz his shit. Sanji's like, yo, what? The strongest kick I ever seen Sanji produce in my life. Sanji threw his foot at Emu. Like, yeah. But that's how I knew. I was like, that's a man. Sanji not playing. That's a man for real. Like, I mean, we already been down this train of thought, but that's like the biggest confirmation if you're reading in context.
That's fair, actually. That's actually very valid. Okay. Nika, you said what was the
Stigma.
what part of Emu?
Stigma, the sword technique, and also
That's right.
Black Flames.
I'm gonna go for
The personality flames.
I know Zah has a lot to say about it. I already know. I just want to say that technique is absolutely terrifying, and it's showing me that there are very many more levels to Emu,
to this shit.
because apparently it was just playtime before, and I think it's still playtime. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think that this is Emu really like actually pulling out like any real moves. This is kind of still like, okay, whatever. Let me flick these over there. All right, here's a quick moon blast, and let's get this over with. And even with that, they still got lightning wrapping around this sword that auto hits you. It's actually pretty terrifying. I'm gonna be honest. So yeah, I'm here for it. I'm totally here for it.
Everyone went.
Go.
Oh, I love the fact that Emu is a smart fighter. He's attacking all of Loki's weak points. Everything that Loki with the Black Flames and doing what he should be doing. Loki is a weakened character right now. Loki is not at 100%. And Emu is like, yo, I'm going to attack that. That's cool. He didn't talk as much. He didn't monotone as much this chapter because he's facing his former best friend stealing his girl's lover, future form. So, like, it's cool. Emu didn't annoy me as much this chapter. He really didn't.
Well,
I think the flames are cool. I like that they have like an expression like a homie and whatnot, and we really haven't seen the truly like depth of Big Mom's fruit and the homies and everything like that. So it could be a more evolved version of Big Mom's fruit in a sense, something like that. Or you know what I mean? Because I just loved it. They're like seeing how they moved and like the way the flames interacted, especially like spreading across Loki's body and everything like that. I'm like, this is very homie-esque, and I would like to see more of what it is.
Homins, bro. That's the name. Homins.
Yeah.
Homins.
Did you have I can't see you, Strawberry. I'm assuming your face is there somewhere. There it is. I don't know if you had to take. I don't know if you can even hear me. Oh, there you go. Now I can see you again.
She's in the dark because she had to realize Robin's backstory got overtaken by Brooks.
Oh God. Yeah, I'm gonna let you handle that. I am not touching that. Slick says official eyes are yellow. Are we not going to talk about it?
We can. I think we should I think you just gave your take about the Black Flames, right?
You rated the chapter too?
Did I rate the chapter?
I can't remember actually.
No, I did. Okay. I said 9.5. I didn't finish, but
I meant like your finished your take on it, right? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so I love the Black Flames. I felt like that's probably, I don't know why I never thought of that, but like a Black Flame version of Prometheus. Now that I just think about it, like, damn, I ain't gonna hold you. That's busted. That is busted. I ain't gonna hold you. Hit Emu with the sword technique, 2 different sword techniques, twice in the same. I mean, once each in the same spot. That's crucial. Yeah. That's crucial. That's I ain't gonna lie to you. That's real crucial. I like that a lot. Emu is a swordsman. For anyone wondering, if I didn't say this last time, say it again. Emu Emu is a swordsman, but Emu's not strictly a swordsman. So it's the same sense of like Whitebeard or like a Big Mom, you know.
Or
So
Shanks.
to be seen, but Shanks big candidate for that as well. Yes.
Boom. There we go. Stronger than Mihawk. All right, let's go.
Yeah. So.
I mean, you don't gotta agree. I just, it's one
No,
of those
I
things,
don't care either way. Like that's
Nah, yeah, that's why, because he just don't want to hear Shank's name. So he's just like, yo, he just.
no. It's not even that. I'm like, I don't care who's stronger than who. Both of them are in their, no. Go on.
No, not about being strong or anything. Just I was just bringing these things up just for the sense of like these are people that because a lot of people have been arguing online about the whole swordsmanship thing, and if people like Big Mom would be a swordsman because Big Mom's not stated to actually be a swordsman, even though I think Oda did put her in that picture that was drawn about the swordsman and whatever. I think she's
Yeah.
in that, but if she's not, it wouldn't matter because now the members of the Navy, let's use Garp and Sanji. They're both people here for this. Garp, Dragon stated when you join the Navy, they teach you how to like handle weapons and all that. So swords do fall into that category. We see Kobe does not use a sword, but Bogart trained him thoroughly with kendo sticks and swords. So he has swordsmanship training. Garp, this falls under Garp. Anybody joining the Marines has this swordsmanship training, right? Now this is the thing: if you're not a current practitioner of swordsmanship, that means you're not a swordsman. So Garp doesn't use a sword. Kobe doesn't use a sword. So they're not practitioners in this. They don't walk around practicing swordsmanship. People like Kizaru does. He is a swordsman. I want people to understand that right now. Kizaru is a swordsman.
Yeah.
Fujitora is a swordsman. Law is a swordsman. These are people that are creating abilities they're using their abilities via swordsmanship. You can't tell me Kizaru doesn't still practice kendo. He literally pulls out a sword and was going after Gear 5. When he fought Rayleigh, he had to fight. He was fighting swordsmanship. He relies on the sword. So he definitely still utilizes swordsmanship. He's just not in the same sense of like Emu. He doesn't walk around carrying a sword. Emu doesn't carry the sword waist. Emu carries a pole arm, not actually a blade. A sword, like not a sword, okay? But when it's time to fight, Kizaru pulls a light beam out, a lightsaber. When it's time for Law to use his awakening or his devil fruit, he's using the abilities in the sword. Same will go for Fujitora. Fujitora is a sword master. He uses his devil fruit only with his sword. So he is a swordsman. You can have other ways and other methods of fighting. Like Kizaru would still fall under the same methods as Big Mom because he has techniques they can use that are not required for him to use the blade. Everything we've seen Shanks do up to this point has been with a blade. Even when he did the thing to Green Bull, he pulled out his sword. It has been with a blade. So we're gonna get more feats and more things to show us the way these things work with these characters. But yes, Emu is fully a sword. Use 3 sword attacks. Sigma means demonic blade. What's it called? Gram. You know what I mean? What else is it? Nemesis. Like these are all sword attacks. Emu definitely is a swordsman, but he has other means of fighting besides swordsmanship. This definitely the difference here is that this is what still puts Mihawk in the category of his own. So if you want to think that Emu's a swordsman, but Mihawk is the better, world's strongest swordsman, and you think Mihawk is stronger than Emu within swordsmanship, I agree. You know what I mean? If you think that Emu outside of swordsmanship is stronger than Mihawk, then yes, because we've seen Emu literally pull up a thing out of the sky without using its blade and made black bombs fly out of it. Called it something Eclipse or whatever. Not swordsmanship, clearly. Whitebeard drops the Naginata and then starts tilting the sea. Not swordsmanship. Big Mom can literally take use Mother Misery. Not swordsmanship. So these are other ways these people have. Same thing I think for Shamrock. Even if Shamrock is a swordsman, Mihawk can be stronger than Shamrock because Shamrock probably has other methods of fighting using Omen.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Same thing for Shanks. He probably has other ways and methods of using Conqueror's Haki that are not relied upon his sword. We just have to wait to see these things. But y'all get the point. Just wanted to make sure I go over that.
No, makes sense.
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, after seeing that sword that freaking stabbed through Loki, um, like I was saying, I don't know. I don't know that it's even, you can't dispute it at this point, like you're saying about the swordsmanship. I don't.
It's Law's technique. It's the same tech. The technique he just did in the chapter is pretty much the same thing Law put a crater in Onigashima with. Like, you get what
Right.
I'm saying? It's the same technique, just he doesn't have
Yeah.
a physical blade. He's utilizing the omen, but it's the same thing. My fault.
It's just so broken, man. It's so freaking
Absolutely.
broken. Like, it's a auto aim straight to wherever we want to go. And the freaking homins, I'm calling them homins. They literally just go wherever you want them to go. They'll just crawl. You can't pull them off. At least from what I've seen, they can't be removed. You know, it's whew. It's about to get real, bro. It's about to get real. So we'll see. Let me see. What he wants to talk about these eyes, bro. What's up with these eyes? These yellow eyes.
This doesn't change anything for me. The fandom is struck in by lightning by this. This doesn't change. Everyone that can hear me, this doesn't change anything because this has been the same reason why we related Emu to Mihawk in the first place is the same reason we doing it now. All they did was switch the coloring. In the official colored manga, Mihawk's eyes is red. They were never yellow. The anime made them yellow. They just switched it now to get it. Now people are on to it like, yo, it's the same color. It been the same color. They were both red. Now they switched it so it can match what Mihawk's doing in the anime. So now they're just both yellow. So we asking the same question. They nothing changed. I ain't gonna lie to you. Ain't nothing changed.
What
It is
eyes
look
are we talking about? I don't even know.
Emu's eyes. No, the Hawk eyes and Emu's eyes. They've always been the same eyes with the ring. It's just that Emu in the anime and in the color manga have red eyes. Where Mihawk, he has red eyes in the manga, but in the anime they switched them to yellow. People thought that they switched into yellow because they were trying to thwart the meaning of like basically if they're direct like if they're both red, people think people already suspect Mihawk being of Nerona lineage and stuff like that. There's already theories about that going there. Changing the eye color didn't do anything. People still, whenever talking about the theory, people don't take the anime as canon anyways. Like they don't. They take the manga as canon and then they use anime to help with interpretation. That's all it is. So the fact that they got it now to back both being yellow, it just brings back all the same questions, or it reconfirms what everybody thought. Emu's connected to Mihawk. So that's all. That's all it does, and we already thought that. So it doesn't really change anything, guys. It doesn't change anything. We're still asking questions, and I still got no answers for y'all. So, you know what I'm saying? That's just Cavendish has it. Big Mom has it. We done talked about this like 3 times. You feel me? We've been over this a few times. These eyes and the thing going on with them. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? We still don't know what this means. We don't know if this means anything better for the situation. We're still
Word.
here.
Word. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let me try to hit some of the comments that I didn't get to read yet. Love conquers all. Agreed.
Yeah.
Sakura colored hockey for Sanji would be dope.
No. Oh God, please. Oh, you mean Sakura bloom trees? Okay, yeah.
Yo,
That's
you are
fine.
so traumatized,
God, bro.
You hear the word Sakura and you're done.
Yo,
That's
Sakura.
Dizzy, why do you say that? I think there's an intricate reason of why you're saying that, and it's cool because you know what I mean. There's somebody that does have that, so that's great. I just want to know why you saying that.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Come
Don't
on.
be like that, Zah. Don't be like that.
Come on. I ain't even say nothing. I ain't even been wilding today. I've been
First of all,
chilling.
you know what you meant, and then you know what
Oh
you
my
did.
God.
First of all, I
But
see
you-
a Sakura
but yeah.
tree. I see a Sakura tree.
That
I
is
walk
wild.
past it and be like, yo, fuck you. You know, keep moving, bro. Like, yo, that pink petals and shit don't work for me, bro.
Listen, bro.
Don't work for me.
Listen, man. Dude, look, I didn't even start. That made me feel bad. Like, goddamn, bro.
No.
You did
I
this.
didn't do
You
anything.
did this.
I ain't
I
do
didn't
nothing
do
either.
anything.
Like, listen. No, Reed, you just waiting for you to say name. That's all you waiting for, Reed. You just waiting for to hear the name drop. Then you're gonna be like, ah. But regardless, listen. Dress Rosa Sabo. Hockey, same color as Mother Flame. Leave it alone. So
Stay woke, y'all. Stay aware.
Stay woke. Nami upscale.
No,
So
Sanji should
Sanji-
have blue flames. Blue flames conquerors hockey. That's what he should have.
That'd be dope.
I need black. I need black. I need him to.
Oh, black leg, yeah, black leg
Like-
conquerors hockey. Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm imagining he gets Conqueror's Hockey, and then we just see Conqueror's Hockey flowing from Ifrit. It's gonna stay blue, but in the future, I want to see. I need black to resonate with Sanji. I need black.
You want blue and black flames? Conquerors
I'm
hockey?
cool. I'm cool with that. Like black on the outside and then blue in the middle.
Yeah.
But I need that. I need that Omen flame in his leg. I need black leg, black flame, black leg Sanji. We need to get there somehow.
Like
some way,
blue
somehow,
flames,
we
but
need to
the
get there.
conquerors hockey's black. I got you.
You know,
Not only that, because like black flames too, like an actual Omen. Like I want him to, you know what I'm saying? Omen exists in all things, and Oda already told us the devil lives in his legs. So I need to see it. I need to see it pop off, bro. I need to see Black Leg Sanji for real, full effect.
Yo.
Fully awaken them Germa genes and Conqueror's Hockey.
You know what's crazy? I got a question for y'all.
Cha-ching.
Remember the episode where he unlocks Ifrit and stuff like that, and he has that whole montage in the episode where he's like talking to Zeph, and Zeph like kind of points him forward and stuff like that. He needs a moment like that with his real family to get over the hump to get Conquerors, because that's how he got Ifrit. That's how he gets Conquerors, where he kind of like looks like Judge, and he's like, "Yo, I accept it, but I don't fuck with y'all. But I still accept Vin Smoke Sanji. King Vin Smoke." How you feel about that, Reed?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm here for it. Honestly, you missed the first part of the stream. I was essentially alluding to Sanji just needs to start walking down the path to getting to his healing. So yeah, you're right in alignment with what I want, and I think that'd be good. You know, let's get this like wrapped up so we can, you know, keep pushing on to with the conqueror that you are. It's unfortunate that this held you back, but yeah, I agree totally.
The anime also gave Sanji Conquerors the same way they gave Nami Conquerors. So I think it's in that same episode too, if I'm not mistaken. If not that episode, the episode before. Then remember when I pulled you on Discord, Reed, and I was showing you like Jinbei having the gold Conquerors Hockey glow in his eye. Sanji did the same thing. So it reconfirms my thoughts.
Oh,
about
is the
Jinbei.
Seducing Woods when they were running from the Seducing Woods?
When they were it was in Wano. It was a while ago. This is when me and you first like started linking, got getting on Discord. So this was a while ago. But Jinbei, when he destroyed the boat in Wano, when he pulled up on them, he had the gold glow in the eye. And a lot of people are telling me that don't mean nothing. But then Zoro did it when Marco was talking about the stars and all that. And then Luffy did it as well. And then now we're seeing Sanji do it. So once again, more clues and signs to Conqueror's Hockey.
It's funny how that works.
It always is. Rather hysterical, actually.
Well, the dream says if he hits a girl, he's going to do it with his. Oh yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah.
Robin versus Zaza would be lit. Not gonna lie, I don't think she can grab water.
She can't grab water.
This is what okay. This is what I was talking about, because I was talking on Discord with some folks and people hitting me like, "Yo, why can't they do it if they just got hockey?" I'm like, "Yo, y'all missing this. This is not a water Logia we dealing with. There's no true body to grasp on. Armament won't be working here. Yes, it will get hit by Conqueror's Coding or armament attack and maybe fly backwards. Cool." Or it can literally just act like a fluid body of water and literally just let it go through it on some shit.
Exactly.
But if you need someone to touch this thing, because Nami can't just come out of nowhere and just start blasting lightning. They got kids in it.
Yeah.
It's holding kids. Kids are swimming in this thing.
Yep.
You need Jinbei
That's true.
to physically touch it and say water heart, and then control said entity. People are like, "Oh, but it's a mythical Zoan that created it. Maybe it has water mythical. Maybe the water has mythical properties." That is cool. All the more reason for upscaling Jinbei when he takes care of the situation. You're not talking me out of this. It's a water dude with a guy who can control water. I definitely think Jinbei should be here. This is where Jinbei needs to be. You're the third strongest. You should be dealing with the third powerful, most not third strongest. Well, third strongest after Luffy. So you should be dealing with Emu, there's Summers, and then Killingham. All three foes spoken for. What's the next big thing? Zaza. Who's the next big person? Jinbei. It literally works. He controls water. He's a waterbender. Just let him do it. I really feel like we got to get here. Jinbei literally can control this thing. Like he can touch it. He can physically grasp it and throw it. Like he can do that. Let him do that. Like let's get there. Let's do it. Or we get Jinbei knocking it up a couple times. Blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? Messing with it. Bang bang bang. And then we get Jinbei gets the kids. And either have Nami zap it with lightning or give Usopp the moment with Ragnar and have him flash freeze it. Boom.
I mean, Zeus could just essentially absorb it, right? I mean, it's just water.
I don't know though. Like, what would be the action of Zeus actually absorbing it? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying it's impossible, but how do we know? This is the thing. This is the thing. The amount of water that it produces is supposed to be like a water Logia. It's just popping water out of nowhere. So I don't know if Zeus could keep continuously taking all that water. Not impossible though. But I do think if Zeus wants to do something like that, it has to be after it's worn down. Any type of like crazy thing done to this, zapping it with lightning, flash freezing it with Ragnar, whatever the hell, absorbing it with Zeus. It has to be done after Jinbei puts his hands on this thing. We got to get Jinbei in there. I'm not gonna lie to you. We got to get Jinbei in there.
We do. We have to.
Yeah, that's true. He needs something this arc.
I just want to say one more thing because I didn't get to address this when we was breaking down the chapter. Well, two things. One, I'm gonna say the best for last. Y'all know how it is. I will say that it is very cool seeing, not cool, but this is all gonna come into fruition. This Nami stuff, as far as like getting kidnapped, if it's gonna happen. Usopp and Ragnar, because you literally have everybody in that circle now. Like Loki just got flown over there. Now you got Usopp, Nami, all in the same area. Ragnar. I definitely want to see us get in the cook because if Loki does get back into the battle or Emu ends up back in the vicinity, I want to see how Emu feels about seeing Nami. If it means anything, because that will let us know if there is some Nerona stuff going on or is it something else. So, and then also, Emu's name pops up in the same font as Shamrock's Cerberus.
I knew there was something to that font. I knew it.
Yeah, Cerberus is the same font. And I already told people, whatever I see Emu doing with Omen, I'll say this. As far as personalities or the homie vibe with Omen, I'm not going to give that to Shamrock. I'll leave that level for Emu. I don't think Shamrock is giving Omen personality and shit. I'm not going to do that. But you see how Emu took the Omen and made himself bigger? I can see Shamrock making Cerberus bigger just by Omen. It gets bigger. Like I can see that happening, and now that's why Shamrock not concerned about Loki and whatever big ass dragon he might be. It's probably Shamrock that reported those reports to Emu. It's Shamrock that walks into the Gorosei room and say, "Listen, we got reports of a monster destroying world government ships in the mist. I seen that these reports were overlooked, but I took a second look at them, and I think we need to go to Elbaf." Emu didn't want to send anyone to Elbaf when Harold got taken out. But now Emu's like, "Yo, Sham, go check it out, bro. Yeah, just take Gunko with you. I know you got it, big dog. You good. Listen, you gotta respect the aura, bro. You gotta respect the aura."
I mean, it makes sense. Look, I am 100% here for it. I just need to see Shamrock. That's it.
Did you get to check out that scene yet in the anime? Did you ever get to check it out?
Not yet, unfortunately. Yeah. I trust. I will.
Listen, bro.
The last episode I watched was the Nami Blast. That was the last one.
You seen Solo Leveling?
Yes.
You seen like Sun Jin Woo and all that?
Yeah.
Like Big Aura Sun Jin Woo, like Big Woo. You seen Big Woo?
Yeah, him with his Not
shadows,
necromancy.
all the
Wow.
vibes. No, their shadow is necromancy, but done through shadows. You're right.
Oh,
It's
it
not
is
wrong.
necromancy. Okay.
Just done through shadows. Yeah, he does that, and then he also has like okay, it's like they took Sun Jin Woo, some Shanks, well, a whole lot of Shanks is twin, and then they threw some law in there. Like it was like, you know how law is like shambles, like he got a mad or when he says that. Well,
Mhm.
Shamrock is just like he says scramble because he's giving his. It's not a named attack. He's giving his pet a command. And when I say the aura, man, listen.
Was there more aura? Okay. How close was his moment to Nami's moment? That I can scale it there because I haven't seen it yet. Wow. Never
Listen,
mind.
it's enough
That's crazy.
aura. Nami has enough aura to be wanted as his wife, but the husband definitely dominates here. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, it's definitely it's watch the scene. It take like 4 minutes. We just watch the scene. This is it. Look, I'm telling you, we didn't pull it up last time. He was talking too much, but just watch the scene. You see what I'm talking about. Probably it's a very godly thing. You know what I mean? It's very divine. Just,
Oh my goodness.
listen, bro.
This is great. Okay. I will. I don't know when. Hopefully, maybe this week I'll get the chance to sit down and check it out. Hopefully,
He actually had more aura than Shanks. Actually, he actually. Now I'm being real. He actually had more aura than Shanks.
I could believe
Like, bro,
that.
Gunko was about to charge in at Loki. Like, she about to take off running, and all Shamrock said is go. Like, oh, she stopped. Like, she was like, she turned around. Like, I'm telling you, the aura is crazy. Like, everything he take off the hood, they spent money on the budget for every scene. Like, he takes the hoodie off, aura. He breathes aura. He's sitting down watching Gunko beat Loki. He's just sitting there with the hoodie on, like, yo, son, the aura is insane. Man, let me stop, bro. It's not benevolent, but it's something, bro. It's divine. It's something.
So that was where are they at with the episodes? What was the last one before the heroines?
Harley.
I know that.
Harley.
Oh, they got the mural.
Yeah, they went over
Do
the
they have
mural.
one more, or that's it?
The third world is an eclipse.
Okay.
All that stuff I was telling you before, Reed. The third world will be an eclipse. First world was like world of the sun. Second world is like world of the moon. Third world, eclipse. It gotta happen. Winter. They're talking solstices, winter solstice, all that shit. Third world is an eclipse. Promise you. Just wait for it. Rocks and swords named eclipse. Just wait for it. It's gonna happen. Promise.
No, they have one more. It's gonna come out.
The Gabon, the Gabon episode.
Yeah. The 12th. It's about to come out. You got one more.
Is that the last one before the break?
No, I think that already came out.
No, they took a break because they did One Piece heroines that came out. The heroine shit. They had a break this week. The one episode is gonna come out this weekend.
Okay.
That's a weird place to end the season. I'd be mad if I was an anime fan.
Anime fans, go read. All right, listen. Y'all problem is y'all don't want to read. Okay, go read a book. Read a book. Remember that song? Like, oh my god, like, go read a book.
What did y'all think? Was that ice though?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's ice.
Restate your question, Slick. I feel like there's more to your question.
There's a lot of aggression there.
Like the crew was like,
oh, they wasn't getting past that ice. I told you, we all knew that. I don't know why Oda hyped that moment up. You should have been had Jinbei take his ass to the freaking village with Zaza. Like, I don't know why we got him hanging out here. Like, oh yeah, let's break this ice, man. Y'all ain't breaking nothing. Like, go take a hike, bro. Get to
I'm
Zaza.
glad that's what Oda did, because I would have been mad with Oda if Ragnar was not the only thing that could take that ice out. Because now it's like, okay,
yeah, Loki would have been a fraud.
Omen Blast could, Emu would have been too. Because
yes and no. Yes and no. But I see what you're saying still. I agree.
I don't know. But again, my theory still stands that those blasts that
He
Emu
would have been a
threw
fraud.
were too. I don't think that. Nah, that's gone. That's no more. I
Wait,
don't think.
what you talking about?
I don't think
Think
that
what?
Emu's a fraud anymore.
No, I said no. I'm agreeing with you that if the Black Flames didn't work, Emu would have been a fraud. Like
Oh, okay.
if Black Flames would have not worked, but Jinbei and them niggas did it, I'd have been like, yo, what's the difference? You know what I mean? Unless it would have had to been something with Conquerors. That's the only thing I would have said because we didn't see no Conquerors we didn't see the lightning and all that in the Black Flames. But regardless, that still wouldn't matter. You're Emu, so you know what I'm saying? They should be able to do that. So I agree with you. You've been a fraud.
I was saying I think I still stand that Emu was trying to take Gunko out with those flames. And that's why I really feel like Gunko is going to join the crew. Um, I just see it clear as
You
day,
even
man.
after the flashback, you're still saying that, knowing Gunko may have an ability that Emu may be relying on. You're still saying that.
As soon as I saw that there's awakening potential of the eyes, I said immediately, Gunko is on the crew. That actually was the guarantee for me. There's no way you reveal that and then we don't keep Gunko with us. There's no way. What's the point? What is the point of even revealing that?
I'm not tracking. Help me follow.
I got you. Okay. So that's something that would work really well in our favor as far as Oda loves to drop nuggets and let us speculate. And then 100 million chapters later, he's like, oh yeah, you forgot about that. Boom, here's the awakening. I think that awakening, whatever that is going to happen when Gunko is on our side. I just don't see Emu keeping that piece. Now that Gunko is that much more important because of the potential that Gunko has, that piece no longer belongs to Emu. That piece belongs to us now. Because now that gives us something to speculate as fans on the crew as to when it's going to happen and what it's going to be. I just don't see it going back to Emu. So I think that's going to be something that we legitimately talk about literally until the final battle as to what that could mean. Same with the Luffy Fishman Island thing. Like that still hasn't happened. It's never came back around yet. Some people think Oda forgot about that. I don't think so. I think this is going to be another one of those long-term plays that Oda has, and she's going to be on our team. And I think that Brook, his flashback, him narrating it and like giving us the information that this was said, that's very telling that, yeah, she's ours. She's ours.
Okay.
That's fair.
Yeah.
And it's another girl. Like, why would we want another girl on the crew? Like, we were outnumbered.
The raw girl. I turned to
We don't want another girl on the crew. I'm just saying.
Wait, why
the
not?
girl said she doesn't want another girl on the crew.
Very good.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what you said, but I'm concerned.
Yo, I was about to say, her message got.
Yeah, you gotta wait. What's that again? Why you not want a girl?
I said there's a good balance right now.
No, there isn't.
Yes, there is. What you mean? There's a very good balance of feminine energy.
Brother. I don't even want to slander Robin. I'm gonna leave it alone, man. Because
what? Whoa, wait. So okay. So what's wrong with? So why don't you think that there's a good balance of feminine energy?
It's just not there right now.
We have a young one and we have a mature one. What other one did you need?
We need one that actually, like, I feel like the girls don't have a connection between themselves. Like they're just the two girls that are there. Like we have very few scenes with Nami and Robin just kind of vibing out or like even enjoying each other's company. Even this whole arc, they've been away from each other. In Egghead, they didn't really have that. Like Nami did help Robin, I guess, like while she was in the bed, but it's like I want more moments that we don't get anymore. Like we got a really great moment with the Vivi and Nami connection. and then was lost. And it's like, okay, we got the Robin and Frankie, the Robin and Zorro, the Robin and Jinbei vibes, but I don't get a Nami Robin vibe. It's just it's not strong enough for me. And these are the only two girls there. I feel like we need something that it is missing.
It's not strong enough for you.
No.
They be sitting there sipping their drinks, you know.
Yeah, but that's just
Robin
like
be
Sanji.
reading. Like, you do understand, like, these are both women that love doing their own separate things. Well, everyone is like that on the crew. They love doing their own separate things all together. They're always all together, but they do. Zoro's off somewhere working out. You know, Robin is usually reading a book. Nami is charting maps. Chopper is somewhere cooking up something. Sanji cooking in the kitchen. Frankie's building something. Brooke has his music, and Luffy's just sitting around.
I agree, but I'm gonna tell you, like, okay, Robin, Chopper, they have a actual connection and they have plenty of moments that you can think about off the top of your head. Nami, Luffy, Nami, Zoro, well, more so Nami, Sanji, but like Nami, Chopper, Nami, Usopp, like there's connections between these girls and every other crewmate, but the girls together don't vibe. That's just been, unless they're sipping like mimosas and lawn chairs. That's cool, but that's not what I'm talking about.
That's not a vibe to you?
That's not like the connection I'm talking about. I'm talking about on the islands having moments with each other. Like that's
They would.
very few in between.
Let me chime in. I think they would have those moments, but the crew, Oda usually does the crew split dynamic. So keeping one girl here and keeping the other girl there is usually what happens. So that's not your fault, Reed. That's not like, that's an Oda thing. You know what I mean?
That's why you need an odd number of girls.
That's why that in the three, remember the three more crew members I've been saying they're gonna join. They're all been girls. I haven't referred one guy yet. I'm not going to. They're all been girls. Bonnie, Yamato, Vivi. I'm with those three wholeheartedly.
Girl.
And
we need one more at least to break
Yamato. Yamato is a girl, but we're going to, move past that.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Hey,
No, Oda. Listen, you don't have to touch it. Oda himself has touched it because Yamato has to come in. Yamato has to come in fruition of her own sense of self. So when Yamato understands that Yamato is Yamato and is a girl but wants to be called other things, that's fine. As of right now, Yamato was like, "Oh, I'm Oden. I'm Oden," and now it's getting that like in Yamato's good timeline. Yamato's coming into Yamato's own person.
Yes.
Kaido respected it and acknowledged her as him, as the parent thing. So that's cool. I'm glad he was being a supportive parent there for sure. But in reality,
shout out to Kaido.
Sanji saw them things and was nose bleeding for sure. So you know what I mean?
Shout out to Kaido being a good dad, bro. Like thank you, Nika, for shouting out Kaido.
I'm not touching it.
I ain't say good. I said supportive in that sense. Did not say good.
That's a good dad right there.
Moving on.
Like, we don't get
moving on.
That's him trying to do a good thing. That's what I would say. I don't know if it's being a good dad, but he's definitely trying to do a good thing.
Right there, man. Like we get a lot of that.
Mega Mix says, I disagree, Ree. What's the threat of the world government if they can't use these eye powers to their benefit, like getting kidnapped by Blackbeard since Big Mom isn't an emperor anymore?
No, I agree. That's why I asked. Reed, that thought alone is why I asked you, even after the world government says, even though the world government says, hey, listen, we need these eyes. We came and did all this. We risked ruining the kingdom and all that. Not that they give them, and they needed these eyes. So I don't know if Imu's just gonna give up these eyes so easily, unless we learn that Gunko don't got the trait, and then we abandon Gunko, and then Gunko probably gets the trait while being with the Straw Hats. I could see it there, but I digress. I'll let you go.
I don't think that it's going to be like take this on a silver platter type thing. I think it's just something that Imu doesn't get back. Because that's why I started out with my theory that Imu wanted to get rid of Gunko in that moment. That's what this is all hinging on. And if that part is true, then I can go down the logic train and say, okay, because that piece is true, I could see that Emu would be like, look, I want Gunko dead, and since we're already kind of in the logic train that friggin' Emu only has a few minutes to be able to fight down here, you're already coughing up blood, you're already in a fight. It might be one of those types of situations where you have to cut your losses. You wanted to kill Gunko because Gunko betrayed you, but F it, I don't even have time. Let's just pack it up and get up out of here. So Gunko just left. So Gunko's like that weird, like middle ground wild card. But I've also had my theory that whole severing situation where Gunko was kind of just laying there and Emu was kind of tethered, and then that essentially was like removed because Gunko was frozen, Emu went away. I feel like Gunko doesn't even have her abilities anymore. That's something I've said as well. I think that's gone. I think the region's gone. I think Emu literally severed the connection after that whole situation happened. So if all that is the case and Emu really gave up on Gunko and tried to kill her, then yeah, that tracks. Like, or she could even think Gunko died. Like, oh, boom. Oh, they had a situation. Yeah, I killed her. Cool. And then like I leave because I got what I needed. But like Gunko didn't really die. So I'm cool with that too. But either way, Gunko is the 11th Straw Hat member. Like it or not, this is the way that we're going. And Gunko has information. Gunko has a whole ability that we're going to have to theorize about. I know how Oda writes. He wants us to talk about what that is, for another 50 years until he reveals it. And she could fit in the power scaling situation. You take the region from her, she fits snugly in somewhere in the middle, in the power. It just makes sense.
That's fair.
Where in the middle?
Oh, I'd need to see more. I need to see more. But I would like to think, well, granted, she did get her face blown off by Usopp. I still feel like she didn't dodge that on purpose. So that's kind of hard for me to scale. She's under Frankie, probably. Yeah, probably right under Frankie. I think she's over everybody else. So Frankie, and then whoever you want to say is next after Frankie. Now I say it was after Frankie, but
Yeah, we know.
I think she's right after Frankie because I don't think she's eating a radical beam. I just don't. I don't think she's eating a fully charged Thunderbolt Temple either, but I do know she has the Devil Fruit and she can reverse and repel things. I just don't know that she can repel a radical beam. So
That's fair.
yeah, either way. Why do we need a 77-year-old woman on the crew? What is up? So you're ageist? I'm racist, but you're ageist.
Same
Like,
this one.
bro, what are we doing? Like, you know what?
I'm drinking out a Super Mario cup, so I can't say anything about
Yeah,
it.
apparently I'm racist, but he's okay to be an ageist. So you know what, bro? You got it. Apparently we don't hire we don't bring on old people, but we've got a literal 90-something-year-old man, but a 77-year-old where we draw the line.
Leave it alone. He's just
Like,
trying
bro,
to get you. He's just trying to get you.
Crazy, man. It's
He's trying to get you.
Usopp. All right, on that note, we're done for the night, man. All right, Alex, thank you for closing out the stream. Guys, appreciate y'all. Spotify. Please, I am like 2 episodes behind. I need to upload those episodes. I will do them. Go watch, or at least go follow on Spotify and drop a review. Pretty please. I would appreciate it. It helps out a lot. If you didn't like this video already, make sure you like the video. If you're not in the Discord, what's wrong with you? get help because you should be in the Discord. And we'll see you guys on Wednesday for the spoiler stream, and then Thursday for trivia. You guys have a great night. Peace. Yeah. See you later.